prefer things to be simple. Because last week, what'd you bring up to me? Cisgender. You know what cisgender is?
What's that?
Oh wait, hold on. This is a CIS.
Yeah.
It's wait, hold on. I think I kind of remember.
You don't know, bro. It's okay.
I do. No, I do. It's like
it's all good, bro.
no, I don't. Still,
it's all good. So cisgender.
Once I hear it, I'm gonna actually remember it.
So cisgender is just to call somebody heterosexual, right?
Yes, that's what it is.
Nah. So cisgender.
It's niggas who are in that same category. Like you could be gay and shit, but you're still a man. Like that's
so
isn't that what it is?
No, cisgender is people that accepted the gender they were given when they were born. That's a cisgender.
So
heterosexual.
So it covers
everybody?
all men.
No,
It covers
heterosexual.
it covers every spectrum of men.
Exactly. Cisgender.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying it's just that you're accepting the gender you're given.
But it covers that whole the cis word covers the yo you have accepted that you are like you've like accepted at birth or some shit.
Yeah, I'm confused now. I thought
so. You're basically saying anybody
who accepts that they're a guy, you're a cis male.
And when did they make up this cis thing?
Because there's niggas who identify as certain shit, but it's still like.
So why they change our shit?
No, you're still a heterosexual. You're under.
But now I'm cisgender.
No, you're under the umbrella of the male thing, yo.
How they making new umbrellas for me though?
I know that's just what they're saying. I'm just saying, like,
that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. Just simplify things, bro. You don't gotta add shit to it, bro.
No, some that's
Oh my bad.
A little bit more in depth.
Yo,
to
listen.
it.
You know what's crazy? The crazy thing about it is that like, yo, regardless, this shit's gonna happen with or without us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yo.
Might as well get with
you might as well get with it, cause yo, are you ready to get scrutinized?
Yes. Because someone's gonna call you a cis and you're gonna get mad.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
You're gonna be
Because isn't a cis like a
what, sissy?
Yo, you know what our moment is
like a
right
pimple or
now?
some
No, you're
shit?
thinking of a cyst.
Oh, okay.
You know what our moment is right now?
What?
This is like when the internet started coming out and our parents were like, yo, what's all this internet?
Yeah, we're the old niggas.
No, it really is.
Talking
No,
about
it
the
really
metaverse.
is.
It's actually facts.
No,
so.
it actually really is though. Like, yo,
that's
this whole
crazy.
metaverse thing, fam, it's really the beginning of the internet again, low key.
Yeah.
Bro,
Fam, we put in 20 years, yo. Take it in. The next 20 is gonna be insane.
all I'm
So,
saying,
yo, all this shit that's coming out within the next 20 years, it's like, yo, believe it or not, yo, it's happening to us
the
now.
waves still.
It's happening to us now. We're starting to see we're like, yo, our life actually used to be different.
I don't think the metaverse is gonna take off like that unless there's some pussy
Okay,
on that.
It's gonna take off.
believe
soon.
it will.
There's not gonna be no y'all.
There's gonna be bare.
Bro, there's no pussy on the metaverse and there's no food on the metaverse.
My nigga, have you not seen like them weird ass like TV shows on like Teletoon back in the day, like Tipping the Rift?
The fuck is that?
What is tipping the rift? No, that's new to me. Explain.
You know,
that.
okay, man's
Out of all the
definitely
shows
seen
you
it.
could have
It's
said,
that-
you said that one.
because it's one of them shows that kind of just was being stupid, and they would like show shit like aliens in the future or some shit, and man's would be like, oh, even Futurama and shit. They be showing shit like further in the future, and you could tap into all that bullshit already.
Yeah.
Like there's already been examples of it, but I'm just saying, like, we're in a position where like it's gonna most
sure.
likely take off that way.
100%. Yeah,
Because
yo,
technology only keeps getting more better and efficient as time progresses. Unless there's something that destroys something where we have no more minerals, it's just harder to get shit and all that bullshit.
That could happen though.
Yo, it can, but that's the only time technology is gonna like digress. Like, niggas just want more and more efficient and better things. Yo,
They want
that's
things to feel real
yeah.
without actually being there.
Yeah.
Wait, why don't you? No, I don't get that part right there.
What you mean?
You want things to feel real, but not actually be real.
Yeah,
Yo, my
because
nigga.
you want to experience things without feeling like the endangerment of it.
No, take it in. You telling me if you have some crazy PS5 graphics, you're gonna take
Okay. So hear me out. So it's like this. I get like the whole like virtual reality thing, right? But like I feel like they're trying to make it as like this is gonna be like
The new real life.
But think about it though. Think about it like this. What if you can't? You've never been on your phone and you're like, yo, imagine if I could actually get real money from playing this game. That's never crossed your mind at least once.
Or from another perspective, what if you're like a paraplegic? You can't walk, but I can walk in this video game though.
all right, that's fine. But say like we're in the metaverse and there's palm trees, or I could just go to Miami and actually be outside.
Yeah, you can do that. If you have the money to go to Miami, go do that. But there's niggas who actually will.
If you have the money for Oculus, you have the money for a ticket to go to Miami.
But Oculus,
No, but the thing
you can
is-
go to everywhere.
In the Oculus, you can do everything for $5.
Bro, you're not really there, though.
Yeah, but you get to have.
Trick your mind to
It's like when you're going to trick your mind into being trained to think that this shit is real.
You put on the headset, you're gonna experience everything. You're gonna feel like you actually
Listen,
went there, but you never actually went
You
there.
have to also remember. This goes back to niggas wanting convenience. It's just convenient that I can pretend that I'm there.
Fake ass niggas.
Yo, I think realistically, like we're not
Everything
gonna
in
be-
moderation, I guess.
We're not gonna be,
That's
and we're
really
not
it.
gonna be using it as like a full escape. I think it'd just be a cool thing to do with your homies.
That's all.
Nah, it sounded like they're trying to make it the full escape. Like,
Nah,
no one
it's
come
the
outside your house and
It's
stay
the
home.
Matrix.
No, niggas are imagining it as the full escape, but what it's gonna be in reality is just gonna be another expansion of what the internet should be. Right now, what we're in Web 2 is what they call it.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, Web 3 is this whole metaverse shit, and God knows what that's gonna be. Web 3, I don't even know what Web 3 entails really.
How many
Shit,
levels?
Well,
That's
if you
AI.
think about it, where we were in kind of, or let's say, 10, 15 years ago with the internet, yo, it's a whole lot more better and interactive and shit. Niggas could
Faster,
actually
too.
get a lot of their like UI shit off with like their phones and shit. You can do so many like different coding techniques that I'm pretty sure you couldn't even do in the beginning. So I kind of maybe can see how we're in Web 2, but right now we're witnessing the new beginning of like the evolution of the internet.
And we're old enough to understand. But, like, we're also at the age where it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yo,
So
that's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying. It's such a new frontier that it's like, yo, let's explore it. And right now there's so much bullshit going on, right? But that's just a lot of people like seeing what's working from what can't work. Why do you think so many of these like companies and shit just watched it happen until it started seeing like, oh shit, all right, money's actually being made right now. Man's had to start thinking quick.
Crypto really changed that up too.
Man's had to start thinking quick, and now all these
happens.
yo fam, I don't care what nobody says. This whole 2021 was full of just crypto shit. That shit was just the talk of the fucking year. I don't give a fuck.
That's the word of the year still.
Crypto.
Crypto.com bought Staples Center too.
Yeah, I'm just saying just how
Staples
far
Center,
in terms of how crazy crypto as a whole idea has gotten in just a year. It's crazy.
Here's my thing,
And
though.
we were talking about Doge top of the year, and now crypto.com
Bro, man's had
has a
me hold on
stadium.
Doge for the whole year until man said, oh, we sold it. I'm like, wow, bro. All right, so crypto thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand it fully. I get it, but it's like, what if one day it's like, yo, none of this shit means nothing?
That could happen.
But
100%.
that can literally happen.
Because it's
But that can happen with anything,
intangible.
but this crypto thing is like, okay, like, hold on.
But the thing is, take it in. It's only evolving. Technology only evolves. It can't really digress until like there's a reason for it to digress.
The government's like, you know what, nice that.
No, but the
I don't
metaverse is
even
gonna be
think-
using it though. That's the main thing.
You said the government just now?
Yeah, the government's just like, you know what?
Sometimes
Money
I'm
is
not
money.
gonna understand what you're saying.
My bad, I be mumbling and shit. And I'm kind of stuffy. But, the government, what if the government's like, you know what, all that crypto shit means nothing. You guys do what you want, have a hotel with all them credits, whatever you guys want to do.
I saw
When you come to
India.
our
But the
store.
thing is, somebody will make it worth something. Yo, you have to remember, in the beginning, kind of low key, I swear Bitcoin and shit was used for the dark web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
one
how it
purpose.
started.
Yeah.
Mans were just do it.
Criminals.
It's the niggas who had that shit. They made it worth. They're like, yo, if I have this much, that means whatever. I don't even know how it works, but
It's
them
the
niggas.
easiest way to launder money.
Yeah, niggas
Yeah.
was using it to launder money and shit, right? So from just how I took it from that was like, yo, it's kind of what people make it worth. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why there's some. That's why I didn't even know the terms of that, but I certain. Yeah, that's why there's people that have so much and hold on to it, and that's why so much of it is worth a certain amount.
Because there's
and all
only
that
so many.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many.
Right
So-
now, they're at like, what, 18 million, and the max it could reach is 21 million. But they're not going to reach 21 million till like, fuck, what do they say, 2050 something or 2070 something? Like, it's going to be a few years out.
And that's for
So if I put $100 in a Bitcoin today and waited till 2050, how much would that $100?
You never know. That shit could spike up.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I'm looking at shit. Cause like niggas ain't about to go buy no whole Bitcoin.
People are talking about how it's gonna hit 100,000.
Yo,
I mean, like, yeah, if shit goes right, yeah, well, but like,
It's all a chance, man. It's all a
But
risk.
that's the thing
anything.
is, yo, I'm just.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's why a lot of people are taking that chance now is because, yo, if you look at it, what happened 10, 15 years ago.
what happened a year ago?
Bro,
No, I'm just
in
saying with the
2017
Bitcoin itself. You remember when? You don't remember when walking around and you would just hear about it and man's could buy it, but man's like, what the fuck is a Bitcoin?
Yeah,
And then, yo,
2017.
to look at where it is now.
But even
it's kinda
before the
fucked.
pandemic, and then like from like March 2020 to March 2021, the way that shit went up, it's like, bro, you
that's
could
what
have
I'm
bought one
saying.
for like
Like 5K or something.
some stupid shit,
I'm
and then it was at like
interested in-
70K or
It's kind of
something.
weird to like how fast it kind of just blew up the water. Like crypto in general started to blow up. Then the NFT shit started to blow up,
General?
and then I started,
General?
What?
General.
Crypto. What?
Oh, in general.
Oh, in
Sorry. I
general.
thought you were saying general. I was like, what the fuck?
I think
Okay, go
it's like
ahead.
you are here, you're here.
Yeah, take off your beanie, fam. This guy's talking.
But yeah, in general, crypto is just going up. NFTs are going up. Fucking this metaverse thing. I remember I was actually at this fucking this warehouse place, and a man was talking about it, like, tell me blockchain this, and I'm like, nigga, this is so crazy. So you're telling me a man could buy land in the digital world right now? Is what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah,
and that
couples
was
are buying
that was
that.
in like
Digimon.
that was like in March or some shit. And I was like, yo, I'm like, word, this. I'm like, I kind of see the concept, but like
No, I
that's
totally
what's
get it.
wanted. I didn't think this shit, what he was talking about, I didn't think it was gonna happen until like the next 3 or 4 years, if anything. But this shit start booming like.
Okay, so
No.
you see how it's booming now, though, right? Like, it's gonna keep booming, like the metaverse and all that. You know, it's gonna happen. But I feel like in the next like 2 years, it's gonna kind of just go.
No, I think it's gonna go up. Still.
How can it go more up?
Because the metaverse.
Or how long can it go up for? Is
Yeah,
my
because-
thing.
I told
right-
you, the
'cause
metaverse
right
is
now they're
connected
trying
to
to-
the Web3 shit, bro.
Yeah. 'Cause I was also gonna
It's-
say like the way that they're trying to do is that they're trying to make it that you feel everything. So like now they have like they're developing
the
like
gloves.
You have to remember.
yeah, and then they're also gonna try to make it more like immersive, where like you probably don't even need to be moving around.
See-
You can just be sitting down and just play.
Imagine a company makes something more than just the website. Now you're making a physical, digital, like a digital, like
That's crazy you just said
space.
that. So, yo, look.
You're
so,
evolving the web page now. Now you can make a whole fucking city based off of your web page. You know what I mean? Or just think of the evolution of the web page.
Oh, that's
being a-
interesting. I see what
So,
you're
yo,
saying. So, like,
so-
the web page is like a mall. And then if you want to go to, like...
Nah, think of the web
cases.
page as being the fucking the fish, and now this metaverse shit is the fucking evolution of humans now and shit.
No, honestly, I will
The
say
web
this.
page is just
Lost
the
with
the
this.
web
No,
the
I
web
got
page
this, I
is
got
just the
this.
beginning, bro, and this whole metaverse shit is just the evolution of the web page.
So, yo, my homie T3, he does a whole bunch of shit, right? But, like, yo, so a couple months ago, we were talking. He's like, yeah, like, I have these hoodies coming out. But with the hoodie, you can be able to put your camera on it, and the thing's going to pop out. Like, a virtual, like,
Oh,
I'll show you the
sick.
shit.
It's
I don't know the
augmented
proper...
reality.
Yeah, see, I don't know the proper terms. Augmented reality thing. I'm like, yo, bro, like, I didn't understand it. Like, I understood it. Like, okay, I get it. But, like, I didn't understand how big it was. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to do more than just give someone something physical. I want them to be able to have it in the metaverse. This is that. This. He's talking, he's going on. And I'm just like, yo, like, this is actually, like,
It's a dope concept.
the future, like, wave. I get it.
Time
It's
out.
just
let
like,
me see. Is it like the tag on the clothing, or is it like something stamped on?
so he's an artist. He's an artist, right?
Yeah.
So see this Nike right here? So say I had my camera on it, the Nike thing will come out.
That's sick.
The thing is, that,
Yo, you know what's
the
crazy
thing is,
about
But yo, that's only the tip of the iceberg with
If
him,
you're
bro.
like
He's doing
taking
bare
if
shit.
you're like taking a photo of this guy, and then you're like, oh, what the fuck's popping out your chest? Yo, don't watch that.
Bro, but he's gonna
thing-
have,
the-
yo,
the
he has
thing-
so much ideas. It's actually gonna be
the
crazy.
thing that
But
makes
like,
that hard is that like it needs to go through an interface. Like that's okay. Think of it like when Snapchat came out. Remember when Snapchat had all those fucking like you could have your emoji guy
Yeah.
dancing on the spot or whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all got
The Bitmoji?
That shit only work through the interface of Snapchat.
y'all got
it'd be cool-
iPhones, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Most iPhones, if you put it over a QR code, it'll just pick it up. Like you don't have to go to another app.
Yeah, but that's a QR code.
Yeah.
It's not.
So I assume it's like the same thing, right?
Nah, not really, because you have.
Shit, I don't want to
think.
I don't know exactly what it is. So I don't want to act like
The reason why is because
I'm pretty sure it's like that. Though.
Oh, okay.
Me and Nigel try to fucking do it. We try to even think about it.
Yeah.
And the problem we were running into was like, oh wait, you can't just pull out your camera and that's just gonna pop up. It needs to run through something that can service that coding and everything. So that's why a lot of people make their own filters and shit through Instagram.
Okay.
Because Instagram, for instance, is one of the most popular apps.
Okay.
So it only makes sense to use Instagram.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's only a matter of time before Apple or even Google starts putting that in.
And that's what I'm saying. You have to wait for that to happen. But that's why all this shit now, where man's are trying to focus in on it and hone in and
You're getting
all that
ahead of
shit.
the curve.
Yeah, you might as well be ahead of the curve, because by the time this Web3 shit hits,
Yeah.
it's gonna be, from what I know or understand, is that it's supposed to merge a whole lot of like technological shit in like one space, kind of. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense, man.
No, I get it. Yeah.
As I said, just think about the web page just evolving. Like now, when a company wants to say like, "Yo, let's enter the digital world," it isn't just a web page. Now it's a let's make a fucking
You're being immersed in it.
yeah. Now let's make a fucking digital building as big as we want with no limits.
Yeah, and it'll be. I think it'll change the game, especially for like companies that have like people that work from home. It'll change up the game because like you don't need people to be coming in now. You can just have people show up in the virtual building. You link up, have your virtual meetings. You guys talk and all that. And you just go back to work.
And this is before I kind of lose my thought. It's kind of like. It's kind of also the same thing where it's like they could run something where it's like, if you have it, it's of some form of value in the real world. Because I guess we kind of do it already, like the Canadian Tire money. You know what I mean? It's worth nothing.
Yo, when those niggas gave you that change and they gave you that bullshit, it's like, yo, what do you want?
I used to collect those.
But
When you were a kid.
imagine.
No, like even like as I got older, I collected it because like
Can you actually use it?
Yeah, you can, well, can you?
No,
Tire.
they expire. You can't just collect them.
Well, now they expire, but back in the day, they never used to expire.
Well,
used to
like
last
back in the
forever,
day, but that stopped like probably 20 years ago, like 2000.
Nah,
No, it definitely stopped in like 2000 and like
Yeah, 5.
7.
nah,
Yeah,
because I
like-
remember like the last like when I got my car, my first Mazda, and that was like 2013. I was still collecting Canadian Tire money, and
So how much you paid
in?
in Canadian Tire money before?
The most was like
If you say
Like
$10,
$10,
it
you're
was over $10.
You're
So
wild.
Oh, you had bear.
That's
You had a
bear.
stack.
You had a
That's stacks.
Bible worth of fucking.
That's stacks.
Someone's
Hold
out
up.
here on Instagram.
With the colored bands.
That's the smartest shit they ever did, though. They're like, you know what? You already spent your money. Let's just give you
that's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm
Canadian
saying.
Tire money.
And see, but people, if you think about it, people could have made it worth more than what they made it worth. If you think about it, kind of.
Nah.
Why?
Yo, I came here and I spent $50. Or I spent $47. I gave you a 50. You gave me back $3 in Canadian Tire money.
I'm just saying, what
You
if
still have my whole 50.
Yeah.
But what if in like some
No, that's not
weird-
how it works though.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's exactly how it was.
No, if you they give you your change back, and
And
then
on
if you
top
spend
of
a
it.
certain amount, they give you like 10 cents Canadian Tire money.
Oh, is that how they did it?
Yeah.
So they make it worth something. Your $50 to them is worth our 10 cents. Our 10 cents.
Nah, that's some bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
It
It's
could be
like-
flipped.
They're setting.
Yeah,
the
I get it
market.
though. Yeah.
You know, they're setting the market, but people could easily switch that up. So I'm saying is, in the metaverse now, this same logic could apply. Like, yo, all right, we're gonna give you something for every real dollar that you give us. But now people can flip it like, oh, yo, you could just literally make real money by getting more money in certain avenues if someone has their own cryptocurrency. This is how I see how cryptocurrency works in the metaverse thing. Because say like there's so many. Say like for some reason, anything Elon Musk makes and Tesla has to run through Doge, right? So if you have enough Dogecoins, you're sick. But then a next place, if they're like, yo, we only take Ethereum, yo, you can have your Ethereum.
Oh, this shit's gonna boom, man.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's why so many mans are. That's why I think so many mans are. It's beneficial, like in the metaverse thing, because if you have enough of a diverse portfolio, this shit benefits in the future for whoever. Because let's just say this is just for worst case scenario. If like in the metaverse in the beginning, some mans want to take certain types of currency because for whatever reason, it's worth something to them.
Right.
Say like what was it, Cardano or some shit, right? For some reason, this small group over here that only sells this or whatever only accepts Cardano. All right, well, I guess we could only pay in Cardano because for some reason to them they benefit off of getting Cardano only.
Right.
So it's like
certain side deals they have, like basically like the people that own the coins make these side deals with these other businesses to be like, yo, only accept this and you'll get that.
yeah, and who knows, because the market always changes, right? People make it of whatever value. Like who knew Dogecoin was gonna fucking blow up?
So okay, so
yeah.
the light bulb kind of just went off in my head about the whole like metaverse thing, but at the same time, it's just this whole other side of like, why should I care though? Because in real life,
You don't
I'm
need to
doing
care.
this.
It's the funny thing is like you actually don't need to care. It's just that it's something that is going on while
I think you got
it's something that's it's really just something that's going on.
Something that's brewing up right now.
That's something.
That is
It's
going
just
to be
another
the future.
avenue of something.
Is it inevitably going to be the future? Or
Yes.
is it,
Yeah.
It's technology.
It's gonna
This
be
harkens back to what
your
I'm.
kids. They're gonna be all up in the
That's what-
metaverse.
Thank you. It harkens back to what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's something that's always gonna just keep progressing with or without you. Kids are gonna be the ones. Exactly what Dre said. Kids are the ones that's gonna pick it up. They're gonna get used to that.
Yeah.
or even just for even the adults, because like anybody around the world can buy a Bitcoin or a Dogecoin or whatever, and then once all these currencies are putting into this one currency, that makes like one thing that everybody can use wherever they want.
So now take it in. It's like the reverse flip. It's like now that digital coin is now worth something more than everybody's currency.
So say you're from Venezuela or some shit, your coin over there is worth like, I don't know, whatever they're worth towards a US dollar, but if you got Bitcoin,
Now you're
rich.
something.
You're up there now. You know what I mean? So it's like
man,
it levels out
what I'm
the wage gap and shit.
At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Is niggas is just like, yo, shit, it's just too much to either understand,
Yeah.
or it's just like, yo,
it's not that it's too much to understand. It's just like you've never seen it before.
and that's
Yeah.
new. It's
Something new that people like. Not everyone fully understands.
I'm not against it. Trust me. It's just like, why should I care? Like,
and the thing is, like, yo, you don't need to care, but
but it's like you should though, because
No,
if
you
you want to be
should.
making, you want to be one of the niggas in
Exactly.
20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
Have one of those NFTs that's worth like that you
know
bought
what
it for
I'm
like
saying?
2K.
That's something crazy.
hold out your
These-
retirement
these are
fund.
actually
That's your
getting kinda
retirement.
nuts,
That's
bro.
your.
literally
you know what I
imagine
mean?
a nigga who has his same bitcoins from day one.
Bro, I wish I had bought a
Roll it.
Bitcoin when I was 18.
Okay, you see,
Roll
I'm
it.
just saying
We
though.
rolling. Like it's nuts.
So that's what
2017, I could have bought some.
my nigga.
And I fucked up. And I
Fam,
didn't buy.
Reeves thing says you can buy fucking Bitcoin
Oh, yeah?
here. I used to see all the time. I used to walk in at work. I'm like,
I didn't even noticed
Nah,
I
that.
seen a
gonna buy-
Bitcoin sign
that's
on
gonna
a,
buy
on a
Bitcoin
convenience
here? Like,
store.
that's so
I'm like,
funny.
they're selling Bitcoins at a convenience store.
Money,
fam.
money.
Well, convenience store's been doing it. Like he's
Hindsight is
markets and all
2020.
that.
Yeah, because like, I can't say it on camps though. But yeah, I'll tell you the story later. Yeah.
But on that note, Jason,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is.
they say we're like almost 30 minutes deep.
Are we
haven't done
30 minutes
intro.
in right now? You
yo,
still haven't
that's
done
cool.
the
That's
intro?
like one of them
That's
movies
crazy,
that
bro.
go through the whole thing, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so hooked. And then the title comes on, and you're like,
Yeah,
alright,
it starts
yo.
from the
What movie
beginning.
does that?
I can't really think of any off the top, but
Didn't
James
Dune do
Bond
that?
movies kind of start off
Yeah,
with just
yeah,
the
yeah.
plot
And then it
in the
comes, like,
beginning, and
way
then the
later
title
on.
comes after.
Yeah.
Didn't Dune do that?
Doom?
Dune?
No, it
Dune.
started out. No, Dune was just so long you don't even remember when the intro came.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're speaking facts because I watched that the other day and I don't even remember. It kind of came late.
Kind of like, I don't know what doing this.
It's
Dune
a
is
it's a
a-
confusing movie, but it's
It's
a
like
really
a Star
good
Wars type.
it's a nice
joint.
sci-fi movie.
It's a good
Okay.
sci-fi.
It
movie.
was before Star Wars though.
Wait, all you guys watched it? What do you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, I
Yo.
I gave it an
like
8.
8.
Yeah,
I was at
it was
8
a
or
good.
9.
It was a good 8.
Like you have to like Star Wars to want to watch that shit.
No, it's
No.
kind of just so you can
you like
appreciate the good
sci-fis.
story. Yeah, if you could appreciate the good.
All right, what's it about?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, the man's do the intro.
Before Nick goes in about that.
Yeah, let me do the intro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the Man's Mossin podcast. Y'all already know what it is. You got your boy Dre Splash in the building coming in on his own wave. You got Jay Tronics, privy to everybody, shifting it. I fucking fucked up my own intro. Shifting the tectonics. You got the boy in the building. Nature boy Nick. Yo, it's kind of hard when you don't hear it on your fucking headphone.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It feels weird. Honestly, it feels weird. I like
You're
hearing
waiting
myself.
for your feedback to be
Like, I like hearing the explosions and shit, like all that. Like,
You're a
it's kind of fucking me
narcissist,
up
man.
right
I'm
now.
dropping
I
little
told you
bear
guys,
horns.
You know what I mean? I don't hear none of that. Anyways, we got a special guest in the building. Your girlfriend's favorite DJ, favorite MC. You MC, right?
Nah, I'm producer though.
Favorite producer, Poppy Fada, aka Tay in the building. Yes, sir.
Father,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
That's father
Sir.
two times. Bro.
Father
Daddy
two times.
Daddy
Father
2
two
times.
times.
Your girl and your girl's mom.
Tay Tutu, dog. Are you dumb?
Tell you what?
Like Jacob Tutu?
Oh, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you haven't already, go hit that like, go hit that subscribe, hit up all the buttons. Give us a listen on all your platforms. We're available on
Rate
everything
us.
except for Tidal. Maybe I don't know if we're on Tidal yet.
Well, I'm not a title man, so I wouldn't know.
It's all good. If we're on Tidal, we're there. If we're not there. Go find
You
us
have to,
somewhere
like,
else.
Sign up for that. So maybe you aren't on title.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't know.
You've
But
had
anyways.
to sign up for DSPs, I would assume.
But anyways, yeah, man. We on episode 57.
Yeah, 57.
57 Man's Monster Podcast. You already know what it is. Now, back to the regular scheduled program. We were about to talk about
Dune?
Dune.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna say. I forgot.
There you go.
Yeah, fact.
Dune.
So what Dune is about? Okay, so Dune is basically it's about this planet that's producing this thing called spice, and basically the spice it basically like makes the human mind or some shit better in some capacity.
No,
but
that's
no,
not
no,
why it's,
You got mixed up. The
that's not why
spice.
it's useful.
no, hold on.
Yeah.
It later basically was the reason for intergalactic travel and everything because of that intelligence and everything that mans were receiving from it. And basically it was looked at as a valuable fucking
Resource.
Use as
So
fuel,
if you control the whole planet, then you basically control like the universe because you literally have that advantage knowledge wise. And this is what's given them the ability to travel and all that bullshit. Anyways,
Well, no, I was gonna say spice is like the fuel for them to travel.
Yeah.
And then like it's a specific race that has like this certain power, which was the son and the mom.
Yeah.
They had like a certain. They came from a certain race of people that are able to like I think like see the future or something like that. I forgot
The
exactly.
son could.
The son
'Cause he
could
was
see
like he was like Neo. He was the one.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying
this
to
movie
break,
sounds
I
mad
wasn't
deep
trying to break
stuff.
the synopsis down for him because it's gonna
Yeah,
bore him. Yeah,
No,
I'm just
because
saying
that
the-
sounds fire. Now I might actually go watch it.
yeah, like it's
Okay.
about a planet that has very valuable resource and
It's on
man's trying to
Netflix?
control it.
Nah, this show
I think
just
it's on
came out.
Crave,
It
right?
might,
It's on
it might
Crave,
come out on.
yeah.
It's on Crave?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Actually,
It's on Crave.
Crave's free, a lot?
It might be Crave still.
I think it is
But
crazy.
that's Crackle. I don't know still.
Crackle?
I haven't heard that in a
Holy-
minute.
Alright, is that still a thing?
That died out.
Crackle is not a thing, bro.
It's not? I don't know. I never really. I
you
go
don't
to it by
remember
accident on my
I remember
PlayStation.
Crackle, but yo, it's been so long. This is the first I've heard Crackle since
Yo, you remember
Yeah.
Quibi?
since high school.
Quibi died.
I remember Quibi.
Quibi had no shows. They tried to level up and then COVID hit.
They tried their thing still.
Hulu's lit.
Hulu? I heard.
Yeah, but we don't
Hulu's
get
lit.
Hulu though.
Yeah, when I
it's
was over there, I
crazy,
was like,
There's
man,
so
I was
many
living off that
fucking-
Hulu in
There's actually
Miami.
so many niggas who are actually saying, yo, guys.
All the
get a
original
streaming
dudes on
service.
it.
Paramount's coming
On
out with their
Crave.
own thing, eh?
Yo,
I might
seen
have
that
to
Paramount Plus.
I might have to get it because they're making a Halo show. So
But it's not only going to be
is
on
Paramount Plus even
Yeah,
Canadian?
Halo.
no, it is. It's a Paramount Plus exclusive.
Damn.
Like yo, all these niggas just trying to have exclusives. Like yo, fuck out of here, bro.
Is that even Canadian or is that American?
Bro, I seen that Disney
American.
bundle, bro. They have ESPN, Disney, and like Hulu for like $10.
Yo, I'm considering
In the
having to
States?
probably get. Oh,
I was watching a basketball game, so it might have been a American commercial. Fuck.
Oh yeah, I
That's
forgot.
fire though,
Well,
fam.
Disney owns ESPN, that's why.
Yeah.
So Disney, Hulu, and ESPN for $10, fam.
That's mod
I
stuff.
might have to get. I'm telling you, I
That's
might have
actually
to
mine
get
still.
Disney Plus, bro.
Because Hulu has everything.
All I watch is YouTube and Netflix, anyways, and my bootleg site.
And yo, if you don't have Crave, get Crave. Cause
Is it
that
free?
HBO,
No, it's not
HBO
free
be sick
still.
stuff.
HBO is crucial.
Yeah.
HBO,
What's on HBO?
Shit,
What's
They
not
got
on
The
there?
Wire.
HBO is literally.
I don't
the
watch
most,
Game of Thrones now.
This is my wildest take. HBO makes the best shows.
But bro, I have the bootleg
Facts.
site, so I don't even need HBO.
I believe
I
that.
watch BMF. I watch all that.
Okay, but HBO makes the best shows. So
If you're trying to go legit,
you should be a grown up and get HBO. I don't know.
But am I actually gonna sit down and watch a show? Like,
Yeah, no,
it's worth it.
you need to get HBO and change your life. Once you get HBO and
if they have a free trial, I'll see what's going on.
I think they have free trials. They might.
Crave.
Yeah, they might have free trials.
Is it
like a
HBO or
7-day.
Crave? Or Crave is on HBO's on Crave.
Okay, I will say though, this is what it is. Crave, you have to pay for the HBO to be,
See, that's what I'm saying. They try to get you, and it's like you have to pay for that
And then you
subscription.
got to pay for
Yeah, it's
more
like
into
$20
it.
a month.
but it's worth it. I'm just saying, like, because I don't think we can get HBO Plus over here.
Nah.
No.
So the fact
Way you
that
can watch
That's stupid.
So
Oh,
the fact-
HBO Max.
HBO Max,
Yeah.
so the fact that we can get it through Crave
Yeah.
is kind of crazy.
Oh, okay, I get
Like
it.
I remember the Justice League. Was it the Justice
Yeah,
League?
Justice League Director's
the
Cut.
Justice League movie came out and it went straight to Crave, and I was like, well, to HBO, and I was like, yo, crazy. I could watch a movie on my phone, and I'm like, that's crazy. Cause yo, technically, I heard the movie wasn't supposed to. Okay, it was supposed to go through HBO Max, but obviously Canadians don't have it, and I heard that we weren't supposed to get it through Crave, but somehow we still got it. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Because I remember the Godzilla movie was coming out too, and I'm like, oh, sick. It's gonna be because
You fucks with Godzilla like that?
when I was a kid, I grew up on Godzilla. Yeah,
Word. Y'all fucks with Godzilla?
I had a Godzilla
Not as
themed
much,
birthday party
though.
when
I only started watching the new Godzillas.
I could go nerd out on all this shit. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that movie was coming out, and I remember they said it was gonna go through HBO Max. I'm like, okay, it's gonna show up on Crave then, and it didn't show up on Crave.
Yeah, I remember that.
Crave's a
still.
vibe. Crave's a vibe, man.
Crave, out of all the streaming
don't-
services, you can
I
get.
think you gotta go Disney out of all
But
that.
Disney, you can't even
I
get.
barely use Disney.
Disney,
though.
you can't even
Disney
get half
Plus?
of the good
Disney
shit.
Plus is garbage.
Disney
For
Plus.
real.
It's
No,
not garbage.
it's garbage
What do you watch?
It's for Canadians. In America, it's
I watch
blessed.
a lot of Marvel shit, a lot of Star Wars shit. So that's probably why.
Okay, I see.
Anything Fox, I think, is on it.
Yeah, Futurama, Simpsons,
Yeah, all
American
that's on there.
Dad,
They
and
got
all
some
that.
stars on there too. Like I think
Yeah, I watch it. I watch
Empire.
Empire on there still.
Okay, see, so
I heard Empire's trash after
but
the
then
first
but
season.
then the
Nah, Empire's lit
Americans,
still.
the Americans get the ESPN part of it, like the
Yeah.
sports part.
Yeah,
Same,
that's what
bro.
makes it elite.
It's
It's the
sick.
ESPN part.
It's sick for the States, but if you have to pick, in my opinion, I think Crave is the
For
better.
Canada.
For Canada.
For Canada, Crave is the better one.
Are we
get
just
better.
dashing Netflix to the side like that?
Yeah, man.
Netflix needs to update.
Because
right now.
I'm
This
fine
is
with
weak.
it. Well, I was say for me, I'm fine with how Netflix is.
Nah, Netflix.
I'm good with Netflix though. Netflix, got
Netflix?
some-
Not at least
I'm
not
content.
Canadian
Stuff coming
Netflix.
Like,
man.
I'm content with Netflix.
They just dropped a new movie with Leonardo.
was
Don't
a
look
great
up.
Oh, don't look up. That
I
was
still haven't
fire.
watched this still.
Great movie.
Watch it.
Jonah Hill was fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah, so we can't talk about it. You have to go watch it.
No, you guys can ruin it. I walked in with my parents and my sister were watching it, and then they already told me how it ended. So I'm like, oh,
It's not even one of those that you have to watch it. It's just like there's nothing on Netflix right now, so like that's actually something. to
nah.
watch.
Netflix has bear shows. I just caught up in Walking Dead. I just
Yo, you still watching that shit?
yo, this is the last season. Season 11 is the last season.
So what's going on
Oh.
right now?
So right now you already know like what Walking Dead.
Carl is probably an old head.
Nah, Carl died.
Oh yeah.
Carl died?
Carl dies.
Carl.
Well,
Carl.
spoilers for everyone. So Carl dies. Who
Nigga,
else?
I'm
is
actually
there
as old as that
dies?
show. That's so fucking funny.
I forgot who else dies, but like there's like a whole bunch of new people.
There has to be
Yeah.
new people. Imagine
Very
this
new
nigga's
people.
Rick
Since
still
like
there?
11 years old.
Rick
Rick still
died.
there? Rick died?
Rick didn't die.
What?
So
That guy must be getting a bag. I own that show now.
nah. So basically, what happens is that he wants to leave the show because he wants to do other stuff.
Yeah.
And what they
Wasn't
did.
working.
Huh? Oh yeah, I haven't seen him do anything else
Wasn't working
after.
for
Why you laugh at him like that?
Yeah, I'm back.
So basically, what ended up happening was that he was like trying to lure like a bunch of these walkers, and then he fell off the horse and he got stabbed like almost like right here in his chest.
Okay.
And then he got out and then he was riding the horse until he like passed out, and then the ting from the junkyard that sneaked him found him, and then she brought him to the people that she was communicating with, and he was taken off in a helicopter. That was the
Yo,
last time we
I
saw him.
stopped Walking Dead when they were trying to get to this one city, bro. And it was with the nigga who was like, yo, I work at a fucking thing.
Oh,
I have to get out to
Eugene.
Boston, Eugene.
Yeah.
And then
Eugene's-
they got to the place or they were getting surrounded and everything by zombies, and this nigga said, yo, guys, I lied. I actually don't know where to go. Fam, the way I stopped watching that show, I was like, yo, fuck all of this.
Bro,
Because
take.
Dog,
fucking
they
hilarious,
spent 2,
bro.
3 seasons following this nigga. So I'm like, okay, they had to go through this weird town. They had to survive another town. I'm like, okay, like, all right, this has to come to some form of like.
Yo, that's real though. That's real. Like when you lie at first and you gotta like run the lie for a long
They
time.
ran it for 3 seasons.
Yo,
though?
man was running the lie.
It was like
It was
for
more
like a
than 3
season.
seasons.
It was like a season.
His character was running that lie for years, or like
Yeah, he was
however
running.
long.
He was running it for like maybe like over a year or so. But after he said he was lying, he got his ass bust.
Yo, they beat his ass up, and I'm like,
It was
yo,
just one man
so
that
what
beat him
happens
up.
now? Like, man, just go back to living in the same situation that they were doing in season like 3 or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
no
fuck this
choice,
show, man. Like, it's all about survival.
Yeah, it's all about survival, and like
That's all it
and
is,
then
the
they
show's
beef with
all
like a whole
about.
bunch of other like communities and stuff because they have like certain men's like examples like Negan, where this guy he feels a certain way about stuff, but then Rick and them feels a certain way, and then you have 2 like dominant alphas trying to assert their dominance, so they go to war. But it's actually funny because now Negan's a part of their community.
Oh, Negan didn't die. They didn't kill Negan.
Nah, because they need him.
Negan won.
No, he lost. He lost the war. But then he was in prison. They locked him up into a prison, in a prison cell, and then
Wait, the same man that took
Yo,
the bat and
yeah.
batted out the man's eye?
yeah,
I don't
They didn't
like
kill that nigga?
no,
That's crazy.
because no. So it's actually funny because
I don't like his name.
basically
man.
Rick.
Negan. It's too close to Negan. It's like that's a white version.
Ain't that nigga Keegan already?
Oh, good.
But
Negan.
basically what ended up happening was before Carl died, he wrote like letters for everyone. And then he wrote a letter for Negan. He was like, yo, like I understand where you're coming from and blah
I
blah.
used the talking jutsu on him.
And then he's like, he's like, yo, I just hope that you and my dad could just see eye to eye or something. And then Rick and Negan were both like, nah, fuck that. One of us has to die. Like it needs to be only
Fuck
one.
that kid.
And then
So
that's
Rick died.
no. And then Rick, what
Rick
he
survived,
did
didn't
is
he?
that Rick slit Negan's neck, well his throat, but then he didn't do it deep enough. So then they had a doctor, and then they saved him, and then they locked him
cool,
up.
bro.
Yo,
I
you see how this show just be stretching out everything?
Yo,
Like, yo,
yeah,
how do
man,
people
this
put
is
up with it all the
crazy,
time, bro? It's fucking annoying.
That's kinda
You mean you
crazy.
didn't cut my neck deep enough, bro? Die. Like, how can you have that much determination to hate somebody, but you can't kill him off?
Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
Well, he did it for Carl.
Like, what
So he
situation-
purposely didn't kill him?
Yeah.
He just said, yo, I can kill you?
No, he just said, yo, this is gonna be, this is for me to let you know that I could have killed you, but I let you live.
My nigga, this is literally the Batman and Joker situation. Nigga just wants war all the time, bro. You think that nigga gonna forget? If a nigga
But he came in handy because like they had a situation where you had these people that were called the Whisperers, so they would like skin the walkers and wear their face, and then just like
pretend to be walkers.
and then they knew how to control the herd and everything. And Negan came clutch because he killed the Alpha.
The what?
So the main person that was running the whole thing,
That sounds kind of sick. Can't lie.
he's the one that killed
kind
her.
of dope.
So she was the Alpha,
Yeah.
and then
Like
her.
the zombie?
No, she was the
she was a
Alpha
real
of the
person.
people, the Whisperers. So the
Is it
Whisper.
she?
Yes, it's she.
So that would be...
It's a woman. What do you mean?
There, I mean, you know what's funny? I learned today that this whole alpha thing doesn't actually exist.
What do you mean?
Like it's
Like alpha male?
yeah, that whole shit doesn't actually exist. The nigga who made it up literally
Was
like,
talking out of his ass.
Nah, well, to some degree, but like when he first because he observed wolves and he thought that it was a bunch of wolves that just linked up randomly, and they're like, all right, you're the nigga to follow, so let's.
Like you're the leader.
But after he observed again, he realized that it's actually a family of wolves, so it's really just the parents that are being the not dominant, but the more, dominant actually is the better word to use.
Yeah.
But the alpha thing, like the beta, alpha, all that, it's not even real. So you learned something today.
I was just maybe it's just subconsciously.
No, it's literally about, because it could be in a different situation where it isn't no longer dominant.
But I mean, like from like the Bible term, like alpha and omega. Alpha is like
I mean-
top tier. The top, right?
Yeah, Alpha is usually like the leader, the top one, the loud, the voice of the people, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I think that's a whole different thing from what biological standard.
Like how they're
is.
trying to use it.
Like on a society standard, maybe that works.
Yeah.
But on a biological standpoint, there isn't an alpha male or whatever. It's just about who's the more dominant one.
But if you're the more dominant, aren't you the alpha?
There is no alpha. It's just you're the more dominant.
I guess it's our way of like
It
trying to
isn't-
sort things out. Basically, it's like, oh, you're the leader. All right, so this is the alpha.
All right.
It's just a term that niggas like people just ran with ever since they heard about this whole like, oh, there's a dominant person who's always gonna be dominant, but and especially in human terms, for us it doesn't even work at all, because you can no longer be dominant in a different situation. It's like you could be dominant, or you could be the alpha person, let's say in boxing, cool, but then in a game of chess, you're no longer the fucking nigga, like.
But still in boxing, I'm the alpha.
But in a different position, you're no longer that. So what makes you the alpha at that point?
So it's a situational alpha then.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as like a situational alpha. It's either you're just more dominant in one thing than another person.
Well, we're gonna make it up today. Situational alpha.
Situational alpha, though, when the time calls for it.
All right. But either way, right now, season 11. You already know Walking Dead. They end up just putting half a season out, and then they put the other half like 8 months later. So I'm just waiting for that other half of season 11 so I can finish that.
They're stretching that.
Yeah, it sounds
They're
kind of
stretching it. They've been stretching it.
I think it's just because they built a cult fan base. Yeah, I remember that show came out when I was working at Future Shop, and I was like 16.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's been on for a minute.
Like that's 10 years ago, man.
Yeah.
I was
Congrats to
committed.
them for doing
I was
it.
Yeah,
committed
get
to
that
the
right.
show heavy because like I remember I used to watch I watched on AMC, and then I watched The Walking Dead for an hour, and then after that you have The Talking Dead for another hour, and then you have like another show that like these other mans that talked about the show. So these people had 3 hours locked in for AMC every Sunday.
Okay.
Well, they still do, but like
I think
that's the show, bro.
I think when they made the decision to like make the nigga not know where he's going, that's when they put themselves in a position that like they can stretch it.
It's also
because
based
now-
off the comics.
Well, I think that's where the transition came from, because like the comics were happening like alongside of the actual show.
Nah. The
It wasn't
comics were like way ahead than what the show was at.
No, I'm saying, but like it was happening the same time as the show, wasn't it? Not?
They were making
Nah.
it, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like the comics was so basically at the beginning of when the show was like I would say when Carl started wearing like his dad's hat, the cowboy hat. From then was when I knew that Carl was gonna die. I just didn't know when. Same thing with Glenn. Like I knew from time that Glenn was gonna die.
So you're saying the comic was already done before the show came out and everything?
It wasn't done, but it was way ahead of it.
So it was happening at the same time as the show, wasn't
That's
it?
what he's trying to say.
But
He's
like,
trying to say
but
they
it's
were
also
working on it at the
whatever
same
happened
time.
in the show didn't reflect the comic because Daryl's not a real character in the comic either.
I know, but I'm saying at some point, right, there were two separate storylines, I'm trying to say.
Nah,
Like it wasn't separate, but like they ran alongside each other, yo. Because yo, I swear now everything is running based off the comic.
some of it's still running. Like some of it's still based off the comic, like the main storyline. But certain events that happen is like certain things that they changed up. Like mainly the stuff with Daryl. So like the stuff with Daryl, a lot of it, like as I said, he's not a real character. They just add him for the TV show. So a lot of the stuff that he'll probably do off to the side, it doesn't relate to like what the comics is really doing. But like this, but it still follows the main storyline of them running into certain people and certain characters and stuff like that.
Well, what I was trying to say is I think they just put themselves in a position where they could run forever because now there isn't any real solution. It's just about survival.
Yeah.
You're always going to run into a situation where you have to survive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the show's gonna end where it's like they zoom out to the planet and the planet's just still fucked. Like that's
It'd be funny
their
if it's
whole
just
life.
At that
America.
point,
Huh?
I said it'd be
No.
funny if it was just America.
Is it?
They're only in America right now. Still.
Because you have to think about it. They haven't had any formal communication for a minute.
That should be some
And you
pilot.
don't remember in the first or the second season, they actually went to a different city and that city was already fucked
Yeah,
up.
it was like Atlanta or something like
Yeah,
that.
so the cities they've been in so far, if I remember, is Atlanta.
I swear they've
Washington.
been stuck in the south.
No, they're in DC.
Damn, they went north.
Because they still ended up following Eugene with that. and then they.
Oh, I remember Eugene. That's the guy who acts smart.
No, he's smart actually.
Was he actually smart?
He's actually smart. Still.
No, that's where he was bullshitting.
He was always the guy who's like, I know if we go to DC, we'll be safe over there.
Yeah,
that's it, right?
That's where
that's
he was
him.
one. That's the lion nigga.
Yeah, but like he's like, but he's actually smart. Like
he died early.
I thought he was.
No, he's still alive.
That's where he was bullshitting the whole time about
He was,
being smart.
he was bullshitting about the about DC
being safe,
but he's actually a smart guy. Like he helped them
DC was
create bullets and stuff like that, and that was like one of the main reasons why they finessed Negan, because he made all these bullets, but he made them defective.
They're shit.
So then when they actually shot, it backfired. So, but like he's a smart guy. And he also like built like a radio so they can communicate with like this other community that they linked up with.
Okay.
But like he's smart, but he just finessed everyone and made them believe that. It worked out for him though. He survived. But Abraham died.
Speaking of finesse, but in a nasty way.
Finessing.
A former Indiana youth pastor sentenced to 10 to 20 years.
You have to tell me the rest, because I already...
Oh, you know this one?
Nah, I know about you. I know where it's
I heard
going.
youth pastor and said, "Oh,
Yo, you know what's crazy? How is it that kids and like parents are still falling for this?
It's religion. You don't like you trust your pastor.
No, not that much.
Bro, it's about survival, right?
literally." That's literally it, though.
There's no
Some
way,
people.
man.
You're supposed to be a man of God.
So exactly. Some people are like, "Yo, how can somebody who's supposed to work for somebody who's so
Yeah,
mighty,
true.
fucking up?" Like you wouldn't expect.
But it happens too much, bro.
No,
The thing is that you
like, it's
should-
not the first time that
I
story's ever
understand, but there's some people who are
read the
literally
headline, though.
that oblivious.
Read the headline, though.
happened. Okay, let me finish it. Sentenced to 20 years in prison for molesting boys. Parents say that they trusted him and considered him a family. Yeah, boys.
Not saying,
you have to
I'm not
remember,
saying like
that shit looks
each
more-
one
that
is
shit
better,
looks
but it's
more
always some
overt.
little boy shit. Like that's weird, bro.
I see what you mean.
It looks more. It looks more covert
Because you wouldn't expect him to be gay.
It's like, yo, not the person of God being gay. That's how they think of it. The oblivious parents are like, dog, there's no possible way. Like, you literally follow the word.
You follow
Would you trust Joel Osteen with your kids? Who? Joel Osteen.
Oh, that's the super rich pastor guy.
I mean,
pastor.
regardless, I can never trust no other, like...
I never trust nobody with my kids.
Yeah, like, in general. Not even
Period.
family, really.
Not even family?
Some family, yeah. Not like some family, but like, yeah, in certain regards, like, you know, I think...
Fair enough.
Not even certain families. Niggas be irresponsible and
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I mean. Like, in general, I feel like... I don't, like, this is just it because I don't have a kid, but it's like, I feel like at a certain point, some parents actually do have that uneasiness of just not having their kid around them.
like that separation anxiety.
Yeah, it's like, yo, like, I don't know what this family member is not gonna do right from what I do. So
Yeah, if you're not at school, why are you not with me?
exactly,
much.
that's literally it.
Pretty much.
That's really it.
Did you feel that when you get back to dogs?
What?
Like the dog you had before?
What dog?
You got a
Louis.
dog?
Yeah, Louis.
That's
Yeah,
not
the dog.
This is Dan's
That's
dog.
not my dog.
Oh, that was your aunt's dog.
That's my. It's been my dog.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was your dog.
Oh no! I said I treat Louis like my own kid.
Yeah, and I thought you said you were giving it to your aunt. Oh, sorry.
No, I said I had to drop him back home.
Oh, okay.
No, that's my aunt's dog. I
Okay,
wish he was
okay.
mine. Fuck, love the dog.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man, I just thought that was crazy, bro. Like, people still fall for that?
No, but it's not really something you fall for. It's just kind of more of like,
Nice, you got tricked, bro.
nah, because like,
Man
yo,
said your kid's safe here. Don't worry.
yeah, because that's, as I said, it's your pastor. You know what I mean? You go to church every Sunday. You see the pastor. You've been going there. You probably invite him to dinner.
Yeah.
Everything's cool.
hey, yo, some of these
My
people
child will
probably
not
do
be at
this
church
nigga
if
for
I'm
me.
not at church.
That's a fact.
Well, see, that's the difference. You wouldn't do that, but some of these people are like, yo, I want my kid to be invested into the church. Like,
Not that this
And they
matters.
trust the
Was the
people who are
pastor white or
supposed to
black?
be-
those are supposed to be your brothers and
Oh,
sisters.
he's white. Pastor was white.
All right.
Those are supposed to be your brothers and sisters. So you
Was
trust
it?
them.
Wait, hold on, wait. What kind of church was it?
Like,
Yeah, where was it?
Because it
Can we
was
get a
in
location?
Indiana.
Oh, Indiana.
Oh.
White guy.
It was a
White guy,
Catholic
white
church?
state.
Catholic?
Let me see if this says anything about that.
Must be Catholic still.
Baptist church.
Baptist?
That is Catholic. Isn't it?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Baptist.
Is it
Nah.
Baptist to Catholic?
I know it's not
Baptist is
Pentecostal. That's
Christian.
all I know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me Google this still.
Pretty sure Baptist is Christian. Because I've been to a Baptist church.
That shit crazy. Well, that church, that church on Saturday, right?
No, that's
Nah,
7
Seventh-day Adventist. I hated going to church on Saturday.
Yo,
Bro, nah, church on Saturday, fam, I wasn't going to.
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. He began molesting.
Is it only
between-
the Sunday church niggas that are on this time? That's weird.
Huh?
You think the 7-day Adventist niggas are doing that shit?
Doing what?
All that weird shit.
They go to church on Saturday, fam. I don't know, though.
They
I
said the
I
Sun-
feel-
I tell you, the
I heard they don't watch no TV on Saturday. And
the
nothing.
Saturday niggas
Yeah,
are
it's the
actually
Sabbath
different.
still. From
On Saturday, fam?
Nah, you start from Friday sunset.
Not watching no TV for the weekend after I work all week? That's crazy.
Sunset Friday
can't watch
till
TV?
till sunset till
Yeah, bro, you
until
can't watch
Saturday.
TV.
Wait, who, the Baptist church people?
Nah, 7-day Adventist.
They can't watch TV?
You can't watch TV, radio. You can't
Why
do
not?
anything. You
What
can't
did TV
clean.
do
You
to
can't cook. You're supposed to just be
It's the
worshiping
Sabbath,
God.
dog.
It's your Sabbath. So it's a
Okay.
The
rest.
Sabbath.
So it's a rest and pray.
On Friday,
I remember in the
Can't rest-
Bible.
do that Sunday,
Man, you
fam.
don't remember in the Bible the Sabbath? Yo, man,
That's
you used
why
to
I
get
worship him every
beat
day,
up for it
bro.
and lock up if you did work, dog.
Yeah.
Don't remember that.
They're like, huh? You working?
You're working on the Sabbath?
Get
God's
folded.
day? Nah, jail time, beat up.
Like, how's that even godly? I don't know, man.
I don't
That shit is-
understand that.
I don't know, man.
Yo, man.
Because you're taking
this
the
is a
day.
lie, bro.
You're basically taking the day to like
Devote to God.
Yeah, to devote to God and just rest.
You feel the
Because
voice?
basically, I think if I
Oh,
remember
shit, so-
correctly, the thought was that, yo, you have to appreciate like what God has given you, like in a sense of like,
Giving thanks.
yo, He provided the earth and all that shit. So all it is for that day is you eating and reflecting on life.
That
Here's
sounds
my thing, though.
extremist.
If you wake up every day, you thank God for another day,
But you're not supposed to work.
you move good, that's giving thanks every day.
Oh, of course, but at the time,
everyone believes something different.
at the time,
Yeah, it's just like,
it was funny in the Bible. It says it some next shit like what was it the apostles? I can't remember. I haven't
yeah,
read
it's
it in so long.
throwback stuff.
But there was some niggas who basically were just enforcing the rule. Like the religious were like, "Yo, fam, you can't work that day. We just said it." So if they found out, it's kind of like, "Yo, sorry, it's the rules. You're gonna have to get beat up or lock up for it."
It's like I think they
Sounds
called
like
them
COVID
inquisitors or
stuff.
something.
It sounds like COVID.
That's actually crazy. That's a crazy.
That is a crazy take. Don't do that. That's not the same
It's
thing.
kind of the same.
How?
Religion is COVID before COVID.
Dog, you have to remember, it's just Ontario, man.
actually, yeah, because I was in Miami and like niggas
Like-
was like,
Well,
yeah, man,
not,
that's
Florida,
like-
not just Ontario. It's also
I know, and everybody says that like you're in Florida. I
I'm
was
just
like,
saying,
all right,
like-
bro, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Canada, whatever. I'm
Quebec.
just saying, like,
BC.
imagine making it seem like it's a world reflection.
Canada makes it seem like the whole world is acting
people
like
are
this,
crazy.
and they're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Like, if I'm being real, it's really just like Ontario that's handling it. Really
I mean, it's
bad.
where we are, right? So, of course, we're gonna feel that way, right?
Yeah, we're gonna feel like our world's ending.
I was in the store without a mask the other day, and people are looking at me like, I was like, why is everybody looking at me?
What?
Lucky, bro.
I was on the phone and shit. I'm just trying to grab like a loaf of bread or some shit.
Some people are getting kicked out of stores. 'cause
I'm
of
like,
that.
oh wait, I don't have a mask
saw
on.
a video
Yeah, why would
of-
you go in
of-
there with a mask?
I saw a video of somebody. He was in the dollar store and he smelled a candle, and he got kicked out for taking his mask off for a second.
In
and putting it
Ontario?
back on. Yeah, in Ontario.
That's crazy still. So how am I gonna know it smells good?
Good.
See, if I live here, I'm gonna get.
That's how
I'm gonna,
crazy it is.
That's
if I
your
live in
fault, bro.
Ontario, I'm gonna
Buy
be
it
on the
and return
metaverse and shit.
Buy it and go
You're gonna be
smell it
alright.
later.
I'm
Now
gonna be
you
on the
know what
metaverse
not
if I
to
live in
buy.
Ontario. Cause this some bullshit.
Now you know not what to buy, bro. What do you mean?
But yeah, man, that's just a crazy way to like to look at it because it's kind of the same thing, man. The way they're enforcing it, it's kind of getting kind of crazy. And what they just said that the vaccine isn't really a vaccine.
Huh?
It's because it doesn't work forever, right? Only works for what, a year, maybe
That's what they said?
3 months. Yeah, CDC been saying that.
Oh, true. Oh, yeah, that's why they had the boosters and shit. Yeah.
They're at the boosters.
I'm about to move to Miami still.
This guy said, "Yeah, fuck the vaccine, fuck COVID. I'm trying to live."
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Nothing's working right now. If you got the vaccine, you get COVID. You don't have the vaccine, you get COVID.
Yeah, but you said
Only people that are really
Yeah,
at
man,
risk
if
were
you die,
the
you
old.
die, bro.
Yeah, niggas die every day. Can't
You know, that's actually funny. I had someone comment on like one of our clips on YouTube, and this guy was going in about like, "Yo, you guys are sheeps for getting the vaccine and da 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 da. You guys shouldn't do this because this is their way to control us. Because now you're gonna be a QR code and all this." And I'm like, "Yo,
And you've been a QR code since
Big,
birth,
you have a birth
dog.
certificate?
that's what I'm saying." So like, all I said to the guys, I'm like, "Hey man, it is what it is. I'm trying to be outside, and if they say I gotta take a vaccine, I'm taking the vaccine. I'm like, we're not meant to live forever anyway. So why does it really matter?
Exactly.
Nothing matters, man. I've been telling man.
But this guy seems like he's on a mountain.
It sounds depressing, but yo,
That's crazy.
but it's
bro.
not.
Which song was it again? Where it's like, yo, nothing ain't shit. Your niggas ain't shit. Your mama ain't shit. Nothing means nothing. Like, it doesn't mean anything. I forgot what song it's from.
Damn, man.
good.
That sounds like some
That
dark ass
sounds
shit.
depressing.
No, it's just like a little skit at the end where he was just talking shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sound like Def Jam Fight for New York, some shit.
Niggas ain't shit, no one ain't shit. But yeah, it's true. Like some men are acting like, yo, we're supposed to live forever, and this is just their way to like make you not live forever. But realistically, it's the food you're yamming
Yeah, bro.
and all
Yeah,
that.
the vaccine. If they were trying to kill you, the vaccine wouldn't be it.
Yeah.
I never understood.
I mean, it would be, but like,
Why?
Because
Why would it?
Like,
It doesn't make sense. Why would they make something to kill you when they need you to buy their shit?
yeah, it
It doesn't make sense.
And you wouldn't want to kill off the people
Why
that
would you kill
listen
off?
to you.
Yeah,
You
why
want to
would
kill
you?
off the people that don't listen.
That means you're losing control. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't
I
make
don't know,
sense. It's a whole. It's like a paradox.
So that's kind of why when people are trying to fight against it, I'm just like, okay, what's your reasoning? And then they're just like, yo, everyone's sheeps. I'm like, all right, I'm not hearing
Yo,
that.
the thing is with conspiracy shit is that there is no solution. Man, just think of Doom, bro. That's it. Impeding Doom.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, what's okay? Well, all right, all this is real. So what next? There is nothing.
This is every day for real.
We're gonna die.
Yeah,
Okay, so
honestly, so like that's how I feel like the government should just be like, man, this shit ain't working. Let's just open everything back up.
Nah, but you can't say
why
that.
you-
though.
I feel like they're gonna do that though.
Nah, but you
That's
can't.
working.
Nah, but you
what do
can't
you
say
mean?
that
It
though.
is working. There's oh my lord, that is so crazy.
What's working?
The vaccines that we have,
What's
that we're
working?
using.
But if you have the vaccine, you can still
Fam,
get COVID.
I'm just
If you
saying,
don't have it, you can
yo,
But there's
man,
less
are
chance of you
forgetting the
If you're
whole.
vaccinated, you can't go to a gym. You can't go to a restaurant right now because it's closed.
Listen.
And the gym doesn't make sense because the gym improves your health.
There's
Wouldn't
no
it make
difference
more
between
sense for you
being
to be more
vaccinated
healthy?
and not vaccinated.
also-
Listen,
you also got people with the
mans are
fake us.
forgetting that the fucking
Fake us, bro.
vaccine. Yes, I understand why mans would be upset at the term vaccine because it means to eradicate whatever. Cool. But from jump, when they announced it, they said it was only to reduce the amount of fucked up shit that happens when you get it.
Yeah.
It was never to fucking delete COVID, fam. It's a new thing. Nobody knows why I'm going with it. Like, we
Yeah.
still have to know why I'm
Still
going with
leveling
it.
up right
Yeah.
now.
It's still, it's growing, it's evolving while we're still trying to
So
understand.
why try to make it mandatory then?
Because
For
why
everybody.
would you want your fucking
Hey, look, if
people-
you take this, it's gonna lower the effects for you.
yeah.
But you
But if you don't take it, you can't go nowhere.
no, but you also
Because why
that
are
makes
you?
no
why
sense.
would you be why would you want to be the nigga that's that
I'm
could
still
compromise-
contagious with a vaccine.
But if you get the vaccine, you're less likely to fuck up other people and yourself.
No,
and also
it's
die.
not fuck. It's not less likely to fuck
Nah,
up other
'cause yo,
people.
what?
'cause yo,
Why-
look
why-
at the numbers. Because
It's less likely to have the lingering effects. That's it for yourself. For you, that's it.
Fam, but you're telling me the chances of you passing it off and somebody feeling that same effect isn't lowered if you have the vaccine?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, it is.
What?
Not the other person.
Yo, but the
If
thing is,
you-
The
it
proof
lowers
is in
it
the
lowers
physics.
If you're
it
contagious,
lowers
you're
the
contagious.
spread,
You're not
but it
less
doesn't lower
contagious.
their
The one thing
chance
I
of
will
getting
say
more
though,
contagious.
the one thing I will say is if you actually look at it, there's less people dying when they get COVID.
Like,
now.
yo, I don't even.
That's the biggest
That's
thing.
the biggest
Nah,
thing. Like,
it's also a different variant.
My only thing
Omicron
is-
less-
that's the whole
Omicron
reason,
is
but
less severe.
Yeah.
My only thing is,
We
are
could've
you
not
less
had-
contagious with the vaccine?
Huh?
Are you less contagious with the vaccine?
no, you're still
Yes, you are.
you,
Less contagious, which means you have a lesser chance of spreading it.
Okay, that makes sense though. Okay, cool. I know.
But Omicron, the reason why there's less deaths is because Omicron isn't as deadly.
But the things we
Delta
don't,
was
we
more
don't really,
infectious.
but
Yeah,
we
it's
don't
more
really
infectious.
know exactly what COVID they have.
Didn't they just pull up with the
Yeah.
Florona now,
That's the
dog?
thing.
There is a
yo,
new
you
joint
have
called
to, yo,
that name
guys
killed
are
me.
getting confused, man.
They called it the Flurona. Oh
The-
man.
Variants
These
are
niggas didn't even try to get creative with this shit.
variants. You see, the thing is, you have to remember the media is fucking nasty in some cases. There's always gonna be a mutation of something. It's just which one gets severe is the one that gets talked about,
Yeah.
right? The first they found like two more in the past month or whatever, right?
Yeah.
The IHU and the Flurona one.
Yeah, the IHU.
But the thing is, they aren't big enough right now for it to be of concern.
Yeah.
You have to like the IHU one. They found in December. They found in December 6th, top of the month, and it's just now it's being reported that like, oh, we're just confirming that this is now a new one. So now media niggas here then they're like, hey, yo, new one been found, y'all. Get ready, and it just like stirs up this whole thing, and now I feel like that's where it fucks up because now a lot of people start believing this shit's fake.
I think
and all that bullshit.
I don't think they believe what Corona's fake.
Just
the vaccine's fake.
To some degree,
They're the super left people.
to some degree, everything in some type of capacity.
You know what's
It's
funny?
either like, yo, this COVID thing is fake, or the variant is fake,
Or someone's
say that
lying.
the vaccine shit is fake, or the whole
people
the whole pandemic is fake. Like, man, just like they don't know what to do with information, and then like it just becomes a thing where it's like, yo, it becomes like a objective bias.
But you know what? I wouldn't even blame them for feeling that way. It's because, you know, the government came out with a certain, I don't know what specifically, but say like the government came out with a certain amount of news, and then like a week later it changed. It's like, oh, we were wrong about this. But like, I get it. Because things are changing all the time. So that's where people lose faith.
I was also going to say, like, the 100%. One thing like that's the biggest impact, too, is that it's not everyone's being truthful about being vaccinated. So there's people that's saying that they are vaccinated, but they're not vaccinated.
You didn't see that picture on Twitter with the person with the white lady in the front in the seat and saying, "Shh, I have COVID."
She's on the plane. They couldn't even detect the shit.
Like, yo, shh, I have COVID. I'm like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like people are not being truthful, and that's why it's spreading like that. Like someone will have COVID, not tell anyone, and be like hailing up people like it's normal and sharing joints, and then be like, when they're over COVID, be like, yeah, I had COVID. And then you or someone else in the group has COVID, then that's when you figure out like, oh, I guess I did spread it. I just thought it was fake. But then at the same time, it's like people are just not being truthful with it. People are getting the fake vaccine pass. So then we're thinking, oh yeah, you're vaccinated, but you're not.
I say for restaurants, I get that, you know, but like in this setting, you know, your homies don't gotta lie to you.
But some people might. That's the thing, like, because you may think that they won't lie to you, but then they probably think like, oh, I don't want to be that
I'm just
person.
gonna avoid it.
Yo, and you know what? I was gonna say in this time now, it's kind of looked at kind of like you have a STD or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I actually feel embarrassed when they say that they've been tested positive. Like, yo, somebody will come back with the news like, yo, I don't know what to tell you, but I seen you the other day and I tested positive.
Yo, that's actually so fast. That's the phone call.
That's remind me of
the phone call you have to
commercials, dog.
Yo, not only do you have to find out that you've been infected, now you have to tell mans that, you know, you have to tell everybody like,
I'm
yo.
not telling nobody shit unless they feel funny.
See, and exactly.
Okay, and this is how.
That's kind of nuts, bro.
Yo, this is how it
crazy.
spreads.
You didn't say shit, I didn't say shit, nigga.
I know you did tell us that you walked into a store too with no mask, so this is how it also spreads.
That Florida lifestyle.
Bro, whatever.
Florida stuck with you.
Bro,
How was Miami, man?
it was lit.
How was the? Did you go do the club scene and all that?
You were down there for Trump era, right?
What?
Was Biden in office when you were down there?
Oh, I didn't understand what you were saying.
You were down there when
Nigga, I
Trump
don't
was in
know.
office.
Yeah, you were wearing the MAGA hat, right?
Are you crazy? Nigga, I went down there in May, so when was the election? Nah, I'm pretty sure it was like after. But
When did you come back again?
came back like September.
September.
I think the elections are happening in the summer.
I think it was just starting to happen.
Like you're in the midst of it.
I don't know.
when the Capitol got raided.
Capitol got raided like
That was in like January, fam.
January.
Oh, really? Was that early?
Yeah.
You don't
Wow.
remember? No,
Top of the year. Top of the
January
year last year.
Yo, these guys came out with that energy early.
Yo,
still.
hold on. I have to say, we gotta touch on that real quick because yo, you have to remember this is a part of history.
Yeah.
That only happened like
Back in the day.
like once, or maybe
So yeah, Civil
more
War.
likely once.
The Civil War shit.
Yeah, some type of war, some type of civil bullshit.
Yeah.
So the fact that we got to witness that in our time, and it's been
Live televised.
revolutionized. You know the nigga that said the revolution will be televised.
Yo, you know
Yeah.
what's crazy? I saw a white guy say that. And like he was on camera, and I was like, bro, no, you did not. Just quote one of our lines.
Yo, facts. The revolution was televised, yo,
revolution will
and
not
we
be
got to see it.
White
We got
people
to see some
revolted,
wild
bro.
shit.
But what happened though? Like, what was the outcome of that? Like, I don't get it.
Man got locked up. A lady died.
No, like, what positive came from that? Like,
Nothing.
so it was a
But yo,
thing.
it's just the fact that it happened. Like,
Might get Trump reelected.
like yo, the
you never
fact
know.
that we are gonna like.
I think that's what it was for.
Think
to be
about it. In
honest.
20 years, we're gonna have to look back at that. That's gonna be in a textbook one day.
Maybe we'll understand it in
Nah,
20
they'll-
years because, like,
they'll
I just
take
like
that
these
out.
niggas is
What do you
dumb.
mean? No, they can't take that out.
They take out bare shit,
I was
fam.
gonna say, you know, the white man's gonna take that out.
Fam,
It's not gonna be in the textbook.
You know what's crazy in this day and information? It's crazy that you think they're gonna leave things out.
In
Yeah,
the
that-
textbooks, yes. Online, you'll find it.
You'll find an article.
But I don't think you'll find it. I don't think they'll teach it.
Y'all niggas is crazy, man. It's
I
really-
highly
The
doubt they'll
classroom?
teach
I don't
that.
know if they'll teach it in the class.
They're not teaching that in the
Of
classroom.
course, they're not gonna teach it in the classroom, but it's gonna be in textbooks. What do
They're
you
not even
mean?
gonna be in classrooms.
You don't think
I think it'll be online, but I don't think they're gonna actually have it in the textbook.
that's crazy to think that? But
I don't think
It-
it's
it
crazy
will.
because I was gonna say like you already know they change up history all the time.
It's
No, they
possible.
don't. They're-
It's possible for it to be like one of those small notes in like the corner. You know, like not in the paragraphs, but like
That-
off to the
that's
side.
like a two
crazy.
sentence
On January
niggas think like
6th.
the whole
Yeah.
publishing world is literally just
No, but
corrupted
Nick,
like that.
Nick, think about it like this. It's like, okay, if it was for like a big purpose and they stormed the Capitol or whatever they did, maybe it would have been in like a history lesson. But
whole
it was
page.
a bunch of dumbasses that got arrested.
100%. But I'm just saying
What are we teaching here? What are we teaching?
that whole, huh?
What lesson is to be taught right there?
Yo, there's
Don't
actually
storm the
a lot of
Capitol,
lessons
you'll
to
get
be taught,
arrested.
To be honest, too much for me to get philosophical with it.
Yeah, maybe it's like some
But-
rebellion thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
That's about it. But if you're gonna look at that, now you can look at the history of what what rebellion has looked like over the course of the years. It's happened. Now this is one example of rebellion when it happened on this time, 2020.
That sounds like a post-secondary class, not high school.
No, I'm just saying though. It's
Yeah.
Imagine making it seem like I'm saying it's gonna be taught in classes. It's in
That's
the
what you
text.
said.
No, when you say textbooks, that's
It's
what
gonna
I'm
be in a
saying.
textbook.
Niggas have to cop a textbook and see this bullshit in the textbook.
Like
Nah.
if anything,
never know, it
if
would.
anything, it'll be a timestamp in history.
I'm telling you, there's niggas out there who publish books and everything on certain topics and everything. Yes, it will be. And who knows? I guarantee none of y'all niggas read every fucking book from the library in college and university.
Nah.
Okay, I'm telling you, there's gonna
But
be
I'm
a
talking about
text.
for like the general people, like everyday people like us.
Why-
So are you saying there's going to be a book on that, or it's going to be in textbooks?
It's gonna the event is gonna be in a textbook.
It's possible.
Maybe.
I think it'll be a timestamp in history.
It
For
is
sure.
a timestamp in
Yeah.
history.
I
We
think
all
it
know
definitely
that. That's
a timestamp.
inevitable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna be in a textbook. It's gonna be something where somebody reads one day.
Maybe if there's more rebellion, they'll group them all in. But like, I don't see that one off just being in there.
Unless
'cause, like, nothing
why,
happened.
why not
Nothing
though?
happened.
You have to remember that's never happened in so long in American history.
But why did it happen the last time?
I don't know.
Was it during, like, the
must be
Civil
some
War?
Because niggas
bullshit.
was in Civil War. This time it just happened and niggas got arrested.
Well,
Well, man's got mad
you
'cause-
can't just say
Trump-
that because
Trump lost.
it happened for a reason.
I think it was the North versus South when they were trying to abolish slavery.
Oh, so they're trying to
Abraham Lincoln-
abolish slavery.
Listen, I'm not
Abraham Lincoln
saying
days.
what's more important. I'm saying the fact that it happened, right? Maybe twice in American history is something that's going to be talked about. The fact that it happened, the fact that it's possible
Yeah.
that it can happen again,
I feel like-
and
I
for
agree with
lesser
that.
reasons.
Okay, I
Yeah.
feel like in the future they're gonna leave out a lot of information.
What that can't be left out
They
because
wish they would, because
it's
remember
been
before phones
everywhere.
and camera phones and stuff, we didn't know a lot of stuff.
Fam, I'm just saying, but that was a different time of when we didn't have that much information on shit. This is we're in an era where information is every fucking where. Everybody wrote about that raid, who was known from who wasn't known. Even if
facts.
I could have been the nigga who said, you know what, I'm gonna start my blog today. I'm gonna write about the raid.
Yeah.
I could be nobody, but
That's
the fact
facts.
is, it's gonna be written.
It's
Somebody's
gonna be on
gonna
the
read
internet
it.
forever.
In this
Yeah.
information era, it's impossible. It's impossible for things to get left out. Because when niggas find out, it's documented.
Yeah, because like back then you could always be like, nah, that wasn't me, and like it'd be hard for him to figure it out.
Yeah, but-
and now you can go back, look at the video, and
Yeah,
be
you got
like, nah,
4K
that's you.
That is you.
And then compare pictures that you
That
posted
did
back
happen.
then.
You did catch up your foot on the person's desk and everything. There was a video and photo of it.
Caught in 4K.
Now I'm here writing about it. It's been documented in every type of fucking way. Like,
You know
it's
what?
impossible
I
for
guess
shit
the
to get
way
left out.
I guess it's like how we're conditioned in a way. Like I guess even like a bit of our generation and like the older people are conditioned and so used to being in the era of like not having this much information and that much information being like accessible. And I think that's the big thing. Is the information so accessible now where I could search up Capitol Raid and that would be one of the biggest things that come up along with the civil rights movement.
Yeah, if anything, especially because it's not something that happened so common.
Yeah.
And as I said, if anything, the lesson to be learned is, this just off the top of my head is, yes, it is possible to raid the Capitol if you have a.
That's the craziest.
If you have a fucking reason.
Like it was such a huge event. Maybe it's because we're not American, but it didn't feel crazy. But it was like actually like insane.
Yeah, because if you think about it, it's fucking illegal as fuck.
That's the president's house. Man's ran up in the president's crib to say, yo, so what up?
No, that was the Capitol, right? So the president's crib is the White House? Am I tripping?
Yeah, this is the White House.
Okay.
But
so they
like
raided the Capitol.
Isn't the Capitol part of the...
No.
Oh, well, shows how much I know about America.
Okay.
But either way, you pulled up on government property.
Yeah.
And shit to say, yo, so what up? What you guys gonna do?
And man thought they weren't gonna get in trouble with it. That was the crazy
Mans are
part.
posting up thinking this is their thing and all that. And it's also something to show security what to do because you had that black guy that I think Kamala was in one of the rooms and then he lured everyone to the other side of the...
Kamala was there?
I'm pretty sure she was there.
I don't think so.
Someone was there.
Yeah, for sure. There's
Like
a lot of people there.
There was like a big name. I'm pretty sure Kamala was there.
I don't know.
And then
I definitely know she was not there for the whole thing.
for the whole raid?
No.
Definitely on the back door on the
Yeah.
chopper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
I'm talking about at the time when like they first raid, like when they first got in, they're like, oh shit. But I think Kamala was in there, and like one of the places where she was in, when the security guards made it look like she was in the other side of the wing, and then he lured like a bunch of people that way, and then I guess that's what she
strung
slipped
her up
out.
still. The way they were moving.
Yeah,
Black lady, yeah.
Yeah.
black lady in this
I
house.
would have definitely
Nah.
called it a hard
They have
year,
bare
bro.
secret bunkers in there. You know she's
Get her!
Yeah,
Pull her hair! Yeah,
I think.
that,
Yeah, I think.
They're ruthless out
Take her
here.
extensions out.
I think that would have caused the next civil war in America right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they
Wait.
touched
Yeah.
Obama or Kamala,
Nah, niggas would have been cheese.
Yeah.
Mans
Oh,
would've-
wait, I was
Riots
hearing-
would've been nasty.
I was hearing wrong. Like, wait, if they touch Kamala,
if they touch her or like her right now or when Obama.
Wait, what's going
Obama's
on?
not touching that. Obama's not getting involved. There you
No,
Wait, what are you saying right now?
what are you saying right now? I'm confused where you're at right now.
No, you're saying if any of those mans got like if Obama or Kamala got like upon by all these white people or some shit, then it'd be a civil war.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Obama's not getting caught up in that first of all.
I know, but I'm just saying, like in general, if he did get caught up in it, like let's say he was in the Capitol.
Do I
at
think
that
it
time,
started a civil war?
when he was in power?
I think
Yeah.
more for Obama. I don't know if they're gonna start a civil
Nah,
war.
they still do it for Kamala, bro.
Nah, black woman.
She's a VP.
Not saying they, but I don't think a lot of people like their administration right now.
Okay, but at the end of the day, like for black people in America, black people in general, it's a black woman.
And especially at that time.
Yeah, you're right. No,
You see how they're acting over Megan Tory?
Yeah.
Oh, Megan Tory, no one's really acting crazy off of that right now.
yeah.
Nigga, try, all
They
right.
still talking spicy on the
They
internet.
talking
They were talking spicy
but-
about Tory, and they're about to find out what's
When it
popping.
first happened, yeah, they were talking spicy. Well, we were talking about it earlier before you came. How I was saying in the group chat, I was being labeled as I hate black women because
Imagine a white guy
because of
shot
that.
Meg.
Yo, that would be crazy.
I can't lie.
That's what I'm saying.
Even
so
if
a
you
white
didn't
guy
do
goes
it-
and shoots.
Even if you didn't do it, I'd be on Meg's side because a white man shot a black woman. That's different.
So let a white man shoot the VP.
Yeah, she got touched.
It's a Rizzy, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's gonna be like, yo,
But still,
You're not driving to the border?
yo, and
know
taking
what?
it too. Jamaican.
Jamaica have her back still now.
Jamaica's like, what?
We'll turn up.
What?
Oh, the bomb book.
Bear flights
You
booked.
see what them
For real, bro.
Bear flights booked. So
Yeah,
Okay. No, yeah.
country would been shut down still. Like Biden would be like,
yeah, like Biden, she the president now.
no lie.
I'll pass her the
If she
torch.
doesn't die, she the president
Facts.
from whatever happened to her. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. Right now, America's going through their shit right now.
Miami's beautiful though. Beautiful.
I feel like LA and Miami are the same thing.
But they're gonna
I think
disappear.
Miami's quieter.
Miami's gonna disappear soon.
You know what's funny?
Bro, I'm not
Miami
trying to
about
hear
to
that.
sink and Florida about to. I mean, and California is be about to be.
I'm saying, yo,
set up bro.
Houston, Texas, looking nice.
I can't lie. I was telling
See them
mans-
houses?
That's what I'm
Houses are
saying.
big.
The way they ain't
And
gotta
for
pay
cheap.
taxes like
Dollar.
that.
Yeah, they're in Texas.
The houses are fucking fire.
Yeah, the houses are super cheap.
The only
Because
thing
they have
is,
so much livable land, right?
it's just not.
Yo, they can't handle snow still. They're acting different when they got little snow.
That's why I'm kind of scared because the world be switching a little bit because of us.
Global warming.
Yeah, shit. You didn't see when they got
climate change
snow
and all
for the first time and how much houses got fucked up in the process?
Yeah, because they don't build for it.
Man like me, if I lived over there, I'm like, yo, what you guys on?
Give me that Canadian
You
infrastructure
might be like
right there,
that
bro.
too, because they don't build their houses for snow.
They build this shit out of what,
Now,
bro?
I'm pretty sure now they're like
gonna
insurance
start to.
companies are like, yo, like just in case. Like, no, you probably still don't even need to build for that to happen, but you have to have it
just in case.
insured.
Yeah, you gotta have
Just
that
in case you-
endorsement.
Because like, how often would you be running into that situation, right?
It's almost like having like the sewage backup, like on your policy and stuff like that. Like it doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, you don't want to be.
At least you're covered.
Yeah, at least you know
Yeah.
you're covered. At least now people are gonna probably get the snowfall coverage and stuff like that. But
Yeah, it's like what? It doesn't even snow over here, and it's just like
I would just tell them, yo, build my house like how they build Canadian houses.
Build it proper.
I like, make sure it's secure and everything.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you
I'm
want the
definitely-
infrastructure, just call up what's it called? I forgot one of those housing companies, Paradise or whatever. Just call up one of them for the infrastructure and build that.
No, that's why them houses be so cheap though, because them shit's made out of cardboard.
And as I said
That's-
before,
So think
man,
about it.
Get some bare land to make up for it.
get a thing with an accent. Oh gosh,
Southern accent.
What's the Houston accent?
Southern.
I think it's kind of similar to Texas, right?
Yeah.
Is it in Texas? Hold up.
Yeah, it's in Texas.
Houston, Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Houston's in Texas. Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. That's all I remember because of the basketball teams.
One of my old coworkers moved out to Houston. She's like, yo,
It's the best. Can't imagine, man.
Everything's
Gotta go
bigger
there.
in Texas.
You know
How's the
how many
climate for
Meg the
black
Stallions
people,
you
though?
probably find in Houston, bro? So you know how much Meg the Stallions you probably find in Houston?
A lot?
is Beyonce from Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, it's a Houston thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Spanish women.
But is,
Like-
it, is the climate cool for
there.
black people right now over in Texas?
What do you mean?
So?
There's niggas that live there.
I know, but like,
Like,
they
you-
still,
like
they
you-
get
you-
problems.
I don't know. America just, I don't know.
I
You
mean,
can bear
America's
arms,
living-
right?
you ever get problems over there?
It's an open. What's
Oh,
it
yeah?
called?
When I was trying to get over there. Bro, I drove to the border. They're like, where the fuck are you going?
Mm.
I'm like, I'm going to Miami. They're like, nah, why? I'm like, oh, because like, I'm just going. Like, you know, my boss is down there. I'm just, you know?
Say Miami's vacation.
Like, oh, who's your boss?
Yeah.
Why does he think he can go to Miami?
Yeah, I was gonna say like once
What?
you,
Why you guys hating? Like,
nah, cause yeah, I think cause from you said your boss is there, they think you're gonna go there for work.
You're
Or
moving
drugs.
something.
I don't even think I
No,
even said
no,
my
no,
boss.
not-
I don't
not
think I even said my
drugs.
boss. I think I'm just like, yeah, I'm going. Like,
Oh, well, if you hint anything at work, it's like they could turn you back because you need a work visa.
but I needed to say it was for like
Leisure.
kind of no, because they weren't allowing leisure at the time.
Oh,
Remember, it was all like,
Oh yeah, it was during the height of COVID still.
yeah, it was
They're
like
just
some
allowing
weird
some people
shit.
to
Like,
yeah, it had to be a business thing.
yeah, they're like, nah. What? I was like, what? Like,
I'm there to shoot a music
booked
video.
the flight the next week. Went. I was like, all right,
I'm
fuck
like,
it.
I'm there to shoot a video.
You're gonna drive to Florida?
Yeah, I was gonna drive.
That's crazy.
I was down to drive though. I was like, all right, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna stop in Charlotte.
That's like
and
a
I'm
3
gonna
day
stop-
drive.
Time. That's like a good day or two.
That's 3 days. It's like 40 something hours.
It's like 2 days. 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah, but like you take
Actually,
breaks.
nah. If I wanted to like drive for like 8 hours a day, 3 days.
Yeah.
But I was gonna drive for like 10, 12.
Because you
Yo,
gotta
you
take
know what's
breaks
gonna
and
be
all
sick
that.
Adderall.
about the metaverse and technology? You're gonna be able to do that drive sleeping eventually. They're coming out. Who is it?
Nah, I'm
Mercedes.
good. Man, always up.
You wouldn't sleep
No.
while you're driving.
I'm
You letting your
sleeping
car
still.
drive?
Letting-
If it's sick,
I'm knockout, bro.
Nah.
you still wouldn't trust it?
Seats reclined back and everything.
They're getting close to it. Mercedes is. You neither, eh?
Nick's gonna knock out.
Bro, I was in
not
someone's
trying to
Tesla,
knock
and I was
over
like,
You're
he's like,
part
yo, I don't even
knockout.
drive the car. The car just like, I'm just on my phone the whole time in the
Tesla's
car.
kind of scary. Tesla, you
I'm
still
like,
gotta
fam,
pay
what if
attention.
like the shit just gets disabled for like?
Yeah.
All I know is that shit is kind of based off of some form of GPS scan type of shit.
Yeah.
And
What if I hack your car?
yo, that's gonna be the future, man.
Possible.
Niggas could start hacking things.
Possible.
Hello?
Oh,
But
it's technology.
I think-
there's niggas
Possible.
scheming on that right now.
But they built for it, right?
I make your car turn on, drive to me where I am, and you wake up in the morning, your car not even your driver.
That's kinda
Okay, I don't think it's
iRobot
gonna be
shit.
like that, cause like yo, some of these car manufacturers, they're smart with certain things. Like
Yeah, they
probably-
built for that.
They're probably gonna
security.
encrypt the car.
Probably the
something-
fob is gonna have some kind of like, as you said,
Yeah.
encryption on it, where it's like only the
can't go
person
too
in the.
far.
If you have the fob, that's the only way you can actually
Yeah, like-
control the car and stuff.
If there's one thing I think technology wise, well, I think the car manufacturing world has technology on a good lock.
I don't know. I saw a man steal someone's Jeep
Well, that's
off
different.
with a screwdriver or some bullshit on TikTok the other day.
Oh no, that happens.
You guys seen that shit?
I mean, I have seen some shit where mans are using like some next magnet shit to fucking
I've
Yeah.
seen the
unlock the whip or some shit. I don't know how, but I
the
don't-
newer cars they do that because you can on the fobs. Well, you seen it with me where like I don't even like push the button to even open it. I stand beside it and just pull it and it unlocks the door.
Yeah.
But like I've seen that too where they say it's just something they walk up to the car.
it just
But the
fucks
way
with some.
that they said that works is that if your key fob is close towards like your car, like let's say you're someone that hangs your keys at the front door,
yeah.
it'll be able to pick that up and then transfer
and
that
extend the-
transmission over to their device and then unlock the car, and then they'll use that to start the car and then just cut.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, man. Technology is getting it's creating convenience, but it's doing it at a pace where the scammers are also catching up. So
Yeah,
That's
scammers.
that's the thing that's crazy with
Only
technology.
the top of the
is that
line
it just makes
scammers.
niggas smarter, and it forces you to make technology better.
It makes people smarter, but it also makes them dumber.
Uh,
Because too much information can also make people be like more gullible to believe in things.
I've heard that quote. I know what you're saying.
So like, that's the point that we're at. Because like, information is at your fingertips.
yeah, it's like anybody could put out information.
That's what I'm saying. That's why shout out to Wikipedia for, always changing their shit when people try to mess it up.
I
But
thought it's people changing those shit on Wikipedia.
Yeah, people.
Yeah, anybody
They
can
got-
change
they
it.
got-
people changing it back.
you can do that. But then they have people that work there that actually change it back when it's like false information. But like, they're always hitting me up being like, "Oh, if you donate," and I'm like, "Nah, I'm not donating to Wikipedia. I did it twice. That was it.
You donated to Wikipedia?
Yeah, like $5 like twice.
For what?
Just because like they're
And
they're
you said,
they're
man, I'm getting so much
nonprofit.
information.
You're
on
that man, eh?
Yeah, they're not.
You're in school? Were you in school?
This guy's the man at
The
a liquor
first time I
store. Yeah,
did
like
it, I
nigga
did it,
needs
I was
to
in
take his
school.
local money.
Yeah, this guy's like, yo, this guy's getting clutch for me. $5.
I dashed him a 5 twice. And I'm
Got
like,
an
yo, why
eight?
not?
Sick. Thank you.
Paid my
Wikipedia.
dues.
Pay my dues,
I
but
gotta
then
pee.
they're asking again, and I'm like, nah. I
How
already,
much money
I
you
already
niggas
paid.
need, man? You know,
Yeah.
people around the world.
That's what I'm saying. I know I'm not the only one that gave $5.
I think Wikipedia is banned in like certain countries,
I think so.
Probably like China or some shit.
like Korea.
Oh,
Yeah,
North Korea
no-
blocks
no-
everything.
I said they don't have Instagram over there or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Imagine not
I don't
having
think they have
Instagram.
TikTok either. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they banned that. They also they banned Animal Crossing.
and Minecraft.
Yeah, because
Some countries even ban Minecraft.
like for North Korea, people are like protesting on Animal Crossing, and then once they found out, they're like, nah, none of that.
It's not even funny.
They're like, none of that.
Like,
What you
save
guys doing?
us, please.
That's crazy. Imagine having to say "help me" through a game, bro.
Yeah, and they're like,
they shut
They
it
don't have
down.
no internet
shut
over there.
that shit down.
Cut
They
that
got
down.
it, but it's all like edited to like the privacy's basically.
That's how they're trying to do us over here, though.
But they can't.
They were for a second. Yeah.
Nah, they
Yeah,
are.
you don't remember that thing? The that. Oh my gosh. It was that thing that was so all over the board when Trump was in office, and they're like, "Yo, the internet's gonna be some next shit," and they're trying to make it like. They're saying like you're eventually you're gonna have to start paying to use like YouTube and all that shit. You don't remember? Oh my god, it was a big thing.
They're trying to make us so dependent on the internet that you're gonna have to pay for all this shit. Oh, metaverse, all
Oh,
this
no,
shit.
I gotta
It's like,
find
watch.
it now. This is gonna cheese me.
I could see them doing that though.
They have YouTube Premium though, so like
I got
Yeah.
YouTube Premium.
You started doing
so-
YouTube. You have that?
Yeah,
Why?
I hate ads.
I
can't
block
deal
it.
with
Get
But
an
I mean, like, on
ad
the
blocker. On my
PlayStation,
phone.
yeah.
Yeah, I watch bare YouTube on my phone.
Yo, let me get that. Let me share that. It was popping.
I have to make an account on my family thing. That
Net neutrality. The net neutral. Hold on. I just remembered it. Net neutrality.
Okay. And what is that?
You don't remember when that was all over the internet?
Nah, I never seen that shit in my life.
Nah, you were lying.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that. I've never seen that phrase. I've never seen that phrase. Net neutrality.
Yo, it was all
I've seen
over
it
the
still,
internet.
but I never actually read into it.
It was all over the internet. Mans were thinking that
Okay.
you were gonna have to start paying to use like Instagram in a package.
I remember Twitter tried that bullshit.
Huh?
Twitter tried that. Well, super follow.
Yeah.
Get on my face.
Oh, and it'd be like a subscription fee.
So that's you don't remember that?
I seen Twitter try to add that with
No, the way I thought it was gonna be like North Korea, where they just shut the shit down. You're like, oh,
nah,
you can't use
because
it.
it's against our rights.
Okay.
They're about to change our rights too, Doug.
Nah, they can't change that. Our freedom rights, they can't change that.
All right. If
'Cause
you're not
they do,
vaccinated, you can't do none of this stuff.
well, that's different. You gotta get vaccinated.
I don't know. I got a point. If you're unvaccinated, you can't.
Yeah, because you're gonna infect everyone else.
Are you though?
Yeah,
If you're vaccinated, you'll still affect everybody else.
but not as bad as someone that's not vaccinated.
Not as much.
Oh, yeah,
Not
that's
even not
true.
as bad.
Because remember, you don't have the vaccine to help you, so you're gonna end up developing like a different type of like COVID compared to me that has it.
Yo, honestly, bro, I didn't need the vaccine.
Y'all niggas making this shit mutate.
I didn't need
That's why. That's why we're with flu Rona and all that. Because man's are not getting vaccinated, so things mutating.
I was letting it mutate.
I need them to put out how much percentage of the world is vaccinated, just so we know.
Well, it's flawed because people have the fake us.
No, but I mean,
Everybody's in a
coming
database,
From,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it'd be coming from the
No, but there's
the health
people,
organization.
There's people that can put you into the system. So
the
like,
official, the Canadian,
I remember.
or the
I remember.
American.
You remember I showed you. They were saying that there's people that work there, and then they can put you into the system and get you like the actual official QR code and everything.
There's mans in the
And they're paying like $5,000.
There's mans in the inside who don't even believe in this thing.
That's crazy, bro.
So
That's crazy.
So they're getting paid $5,000 to put you into the system.
So whatever numbers they have is off.
Yeah,
That's so stupid.
because
Well,
people are
anyways.
finessing.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like you really needed. Well, if you're old or if like you got health issues, sure you needed it, but like everybody in this room, we were all good, man.
Well, it all comes down to like your freedom of rights. You know what I mean? And that's why we're in the predicament we're in now, because everyone has the freedom to kind of do whatever they want.
They're acting like they have no freedom, bro.
Yeah. So they're choosing to do the finesse, and then that's messing up the numbers. So now we don't have a set of numbers that's really correct. We just gotta kind of hope that whoever's actually vaccinated, that says they're vaccinated, is actually vaccinated.
Yeah.
So
anyways,
COVID's not going nowhere.
yeah,
It
it's
ain't.
not.
So
But I think America was also talking about how like in the last 2 years they spent $11 trillion to make up for businesses that couldn't operate, people that couldn't operate, and they said that they couldn't afford like $11 trillion. We can't afford to do that again.
I mean, they do.
Well,
They just spend it.
Bro,
on
they're the ones
money.
giving out $20,000 loans to anybody that signed up. What?
So it's their own fault.
20,000 loans for what?
Those PPP loans or whatever they're doing.
Oh,
You have to-
Pushing P, dog.
that's
You guys are
actually facts
pushing
still.
P.
That's actually pushing that P.
The thing is, though,
Holy.
is that them niggas,
Niggas
a lot of
was
them niggas got caught.
16-year-olds.
But the thing is, though, they use
A man filled out like 20 and got like a mill or something like
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
like
and,
there's-
and man's be using the money to just
Get
pay off.
Lambos, fucking Rollies and shit.
No, I'm saying some mans were using the money that they scammed to pay off like the shit that like the lawyer fees and everything,
Oh,
the court fees. And all
Bro.
that bullshit.
wow.
That's
gotta do
smart.
To
still.
fight the case to keep the PPP.
Yeah, bro. So you got to do, bro. You gotta get the money so you can fight to keep that money. And the lawyers will do it. So, and it's America.
And
People
in
sue
the
for
end,
everything.
You basically had no money again. just the PPP
You break even.
break even. Got to live fast for a few days. Yeah.
That makes no sense, bro.
It's experience.
You gotta just leave the country and go somewhere they can't take you back.
So yeah, I have a question.
Mhm.
What's the difference between sugar babies and prostitution?
I would say
Is
like
it the same thing
nah.
or is it not?
I would say like a sugar baby's kind of more of like you're building like a bit of a relationship with that person.
Yeah, you're paying for a relationship, not just sex.
Yeah.
But
Now let me hear it. What else?
Because I was
So-
also gonna say prostitution. You're paying for their hourly time,
But-
compared to like a sugar baby, you're not really paying her to chill with you like that. You're buying her
Some
things.
people do.
Some people
guys
do.
You know, but what I'm trying to say is just kind of more of like it's not more of like you go to a prostitute, you be like, yo, I'm paying like, let's say $300 an hour.
So-
You'll be chilling with a sugar baby. You'll be like, yo, I'll pay for your rent. And
It's the same thing.
and
It's
stuff
just
It's the same thing though.
just a different way of putting it.
In fact, you're probably spending just more money just to do
On the
nicer
sugar
things.
baby? Yeah. You could.
I don't think so.
Depending on.
I feel like it's the same thing, to be honest. It's just that
It's close.
one sounds more cleaner.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because like she's not a whore.
But there's a price.
I'm just not because these guys said it. She's not a whore.
She's a sugar baby. But you know, kind of is. I don't know.
She's tiptoeing the line.
The ones that are on like
Because you remember they're
They're
I don't
tiptoeing
think
the
these
line.
girls are staying forever.
No, it's just for a moment.
Yeah,
I'm just here for
So
a
is it
moment.
not
Just to get through
isn't
college.
it not like
it's close.
It's close. You're
Close.
You're tiptoeing the line.
It's just that if
how
you
thin is this line?
give you an example, there's
It's probably like this thin. You know about that?
You ever see
About
the
a couple
show?
inches?
You ever see the podcast Fresh and Fit?
Yeah.
Them niggas is actually the worst, man.
Like Fresh met a girl on Seeking, and Seeking is a Tinder app for like a type of Tinder app, but it's sugar babies trying to find sugar daddies. Fresh met a girl on there, and I guess he's paying like he doesn't pay for her, but like he gets her things, So it's kind of the same thing. So
It is the same thing.
but they're dating. They say they're dating, so he's paying for that relationship, and then until she moves on, and it's like
Because you could basically do the same thing with your favorite prostitute.
you could.
The voice crack.
You could.
Am I lying though?
You could.
Am I lying?
If you're that guy, you could for sure. Like I'm pretty sure LeBron. Like there's like certain people. They pay certain prostitutes again and again.
Again and again.
Oh shit.
Again and
Call my
again.
phone.
Yeah. So
It's close, bro. I don't know. It's close, bro.
I think it's
Sometimes
just
the local vibe with the local thing.
It's close, man. This is the second time you brought up sugar babies and sugar daddies.
wait,
man.
what?
Yeah,
Second
you
time?
brought it up before.
When?
There's a time where you were like, "Yo, you know what's nasty? Sugar daddies." I'm just like, "All right." Let's talk
Wait,
about it."
what?
No, I
You remember that time?
I remember the
Oh,
conversation.
that was a whole discussion.
Yeah, that was a discussion
about,
about
like age and shit.
Yeah, about
and I was
age
like, I
dating.
got into that.
like if I'm
into that.
50 and I'm dating like a 25-year-old or something. That was the conversation.
That was a whole
still.
different. That wasn't about like that. You're weird.
I'm not weird. It was a similar topic.
Guys should make it sound like
that was like a thing that I had an issue with every time.
I'm not
Hey,
just saying.
guys, sugar babies.
I'm not trying to put that in the ether like you're in that lifestyle. I'm just saying.
No,
brought it
you
up
made it seem like I was hating. I was just like, what? Nah.
Hated. Nah, that's
Nah,
Dang.
I was curious as to like, yo, what, like, I just remember seeing it as like a clubhouse room title, and I was like, let me ask the ManDem.
Yeah, it's a good question still. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's just kind of more of like, I don't know. I guess when it comes down to having a sugar baby, it just kind of doesn't seem as like as
Doesn't seem
dirty.
as bad. It's the optics.
Yeah,
Yeah, are we too old to have sugar mamas now?
no,
Sugar
No,
mamas?
I think you're allowed to, as long as like
We're still
the
at a
age
good
gap
age.
is still there.
yeah,
Yeah.
You can
You
still
could
do
date a
that.
sugar mama could be 50.
yeah. I'll deal with that.
I think they could even still. I think it just has to be past that age. Like they have to be considered a cougar.
Over
Could be.
40?
Nah, like you can still be a cougar.
What's the age minimum
For a cougar?
requirement to be a sugar baby?
I think you have to be a cougar, and that to be a cougar, I think you have to be, I think like from 7 to 10 years apart.
Is that?
That's it?
I
That's
think
like
so.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, fam. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But Jay-Z is not considered a cougar.
Sugar daddy.
Nah,
No, I'm talking about
that's
I'm talking
a
about
service.
What do you mean by that?
Isn't sugar
Yeah,
baby
yeah,
not
yeah.
a service?
Yeah, sugar baby's a service.
It's a service. That's what I was asking you. Is it not prostitution?
Because some man's just like taking care of things.
I heard some of the things
stuff
don't even
like
like deal with it.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And that's the thing. That's like the special like ability, I guess, that they have in it. Like they can choose whether or not they want to,
to give
do
it
that.
up or not. Yeah, like you could just
But
send
then at
photos
the
too.
same time, it's really just
Wait, if
another
you're a sugar
form.
baby, and what do you wait? Say that part again.
Yeah, they
So-
could, they
so-
could just send
some-
photos.
Like some girls just don't do shit. Like it's just there for
Oh, well,
company.
it usually depends on the guy.
Yeah.
That's because some of the
Sometimes
guys
they're just
don't want them to do
Sometimes-
It's
anything.
like, oh, just walk around naked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Exactly it.
All right, here's your 10 stacks.
All right.
I'll see you in like probably a couple weeks or something. But then at the same time, you gotta make if you're a sugar baby, you can't just like treat them like a regular guy because if you
that's
start
what I'm
ghosting them
saying.
and all that, you gotta respond. If I hit you up, you gotta respond back in like 5 minutes or less. because you're my sugar baby.
Or your plug up.
Like I'm paying for this.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
paying
I'm
for
saying.
your phone bill.
It's a service, bro.
What do you
I'm
mean you're
telling
not
you.
answering me?
It's a service. Like they have to get that type of shit in return, bro.
Yeah, you know,
Satisfaction in return.
Like,
That's what it is.
all right, you're not picking up. Let me cut that phone bill.
Yeah.
Cancel that plan.
You go to make a phone call? Welcome to Rogers.
Yeah. Your call
Credit
cannot-
operations.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Message the guy back real quick. Oh, now
She
you want
can't even message. She has to go on Wi-Fi first.
Yeah, it's showing the email. Showing the email on the iMessage when they hit you. Like, who's this?
She sent your email? Yeah, you're not gonna answer me, huh? And then she finally responds.
It's close.
It is.
close.
It is very close.
It's towing the line still. Can't even lie.
It's teetering.
It's like, huh? But
But yeah, man.
on that note, I think we're gonna close out today's pod.
What's our time at?
138.
38. Yeah,
It's probably gonna be less than that after we cut it. But
You
yeah.
got anything else you want to bring up?
What are you working on right now that you can actually talk about? You want the people to know
I
about?
can actually talk about. I'm just cooking, man. I'm just cooking. Like this year, I'm just taking the approach of like, niggas, and I'm gonna say it now, but like, I'm just saying it now because we're here. But like, niggas be like, oh, I'm gonna do all this shit, making bare announcements, or they'll be like, oh, no words. I'm just gonna.
Yo, all moves, silent moves only, bro.
Yeah,
Telling
like,
you.
all that
It's up.
shit,
It's
like-
up this year. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's me. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not saying it. Like I know niggas just like.
You want to let the action speak.
Yeah, like you'll see it. You'll
About
hear
to be
me.
humble.
You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see what's
Hear
going
that.
on. Yeah, that's it.
You know what's crazy? I seen some shit by Director X, and he was talking about the life
Cycles?
the life cycles. Like there's like 9, and each one of those years is just like something you can base off of like where you are in your life.
Did you actually do it?
I kind of did, and I remember I brought it up to you I think last year because I remember I seen it again. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I remember I did this, and I was on year 7, and now I'm on year 8.
I did mine to when I watched the video. I think you posted in the chat.
All right,
Yeah.
talk about
I got
this.
cycle 9.
What is, how's
Yeah,
this
you're
work?
on
Post that.
9
Post
now.
that.
Yeah.
And let me see that.
How's this work?
It's in the chat, but it's some next shit. I'm gonna forget the math 100%, but just know that. Okay, so the number you're gonna have to use is like 7 because
Yeah, I feel like life goes
it's
in
like
sevens.
1. No, it's based off of the year. So like you have to use 1, which is like you or some shit. But then after you add 1 to like the year that you're in. So it's 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2. So it's 7. And then you have to do some next shit. It's bullshit math.
The
but-
next math was
but
actually
for it to make sense in what it's talking about, you have to do that math to
Yeah.
get it. So
because I think my number was 20 because you have to take the day you were born and the month you were born and you add them together, and then I got 20, and then you take 2 plus 0, which
Yeah.
gave me 2. And
No,
then,
it's
and
just-
then,
Why
and
did
then
you
you add it
piss
to
your
the
teeth,
7.
This guy heard him.
2 plus 7 gave me 9, so I was on cycle 9.
no, it's just interesting.
You said bed mass, long division, all this bullshit.
I feel you, but it is interesting to like unlock
my
that
God.
shit. Like you're just like, interesting.
Well, what does that mean in the end though?
So I guess
No,
you could tell me your cycle.
So it doesn't. It just means, like there's like 9 years where your life goes through some form of cycle. So I don't remember all of them off top, but it's like year 1 you're supposed to start like looking into yourself or some shit. And in year 2 you're supposed to do something else. And in year 3 you're supposed to focus on existential shit where like people are coming into your life, blah 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 blah, and you basically run through a course. You run through that cycle every 9 years. So, I just remembered that when I did mine or whatever, I remember that I was on year 7, and I forgot what year 7 was, but I read mine for this year, and it's basically that this is the year that you're supposed to go and like basically get it. Like, yo, everything that you have that you built available for you is like you have to like, yo, take advantage of that. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, this is the time for you to actually whatever. Year 9 for what I guess he's on now
Are you
is
on
that
year 9?
year 9 is
I'm on
where
year
you
9 right now.
year 9 is where you're basically relaxing from all the hard work you've put in or whatever.
And it's also giving people around you like more opportunities and stuff like that. So it's just like instead of me being like, oh, I'm planning for just me. It's more like, okay, I'm gonna put this person in this situation because it's gonna help them. I'm gonna put this person in that situation. I'm gonna put this person in that situation, and I'm also planning.
So now, say next year, his shit would start at 1.
One again. Okay.
And then it's a whole
That's
new
the cycle.
cycle for another 9 years.
Okay, that's cool. Who posted this? Who's
Director X.
Director X? That's cool. That sounds like a
Yeah,
cool thing to live by. Cool mantra.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's like he was saying that he just does it every year, and that's how he navigates his year, or his life a little bit ever since he kind of looked more into it. And not to say that it's like it's 100% facts, but it's something to kind of, I guess, look towards, because in some capacity you could kind of hold yourself accountable, and then be like, okay, like, yeah, this is something I could go off.
Especially
and make
him posting it, that kind of gave him, that kind of forced him to be accountable, because it's like,
you know what I mean?
he made it public. And now people are going to be looking at him for that. It's like, oh, you on this? It's like, yeah, I'm still doing it. So I guess it's for us and for him as well.
Yeah, that's the whole point. He's putting it out there, so people hold him accountable, if anything.
But the thing is, though, I think it's not supposed to be something people can measure themselves to. It's something that it's supposed to be personal, because that whole 9-year cycle doesn't mean like you're gonna be rich. It just means like whatever. I'm probably gonna put this up, but it's like whatever you're supposed to, whatever life has you in, whatever position or whatever. There's a cycle that happens every 9 years. So, you know, if you pay attention to it, these are the things that could possibly happen. And it's funny because I was like, damn, like all last year, all the shit that was happening, blah, blah. And going into this year, I was like, yo, I've really felt more motivated and all that bullshit to do, you know, better and everything.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I came across that video and I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. Like, I actually do feel like I'm on year 8. Like the way how it's been described and everything, I'm like, yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah, I feel like last year was my year 8 still, because the amount of stuff, even for myself, that's like that's grown. It's like in general, and just been getting things like new mics, new camera, and just like certain positions I put myself in. It's just a setup for this year to be like, okay, I don't really have to go as hard as I did last year because I have most of the stuff I need.
I'm not trying to downplay it, but it kind of sounds like Zodiac.
I mean, it falls in that line if you look on that spiritual skill.
Really, really broad. Anybody can be like, oh, that's me too.
Yeah.
Not to downplay it, but it's still a cool thing to live by.
Yeah, there's billions of people in the world, you know, so there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to connect on.
It's one of those broad things where you have to just find meaning in it for yourself.
Yeah.
And basically
that's what makes it unique.
Yeah. It's a way to also give you like some kind of like understanding and purpose of like why certain things happening.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, facts.
So it just kind of gives you like those answers to be like, okay, cool. Now I know why this is happening. Now I have like the baseline. Now let me just add on to it and go from there.
Yeah, because like, you know, all things in life have a certain like give off energy. So like I wouldn't be surprised if there's like millions or billions of people living on the same wavelength and like you know.
But you also gotta remember you got people out there that collect rocks or crystals and stuff like that.
Them niggas is weird.
So
that's a psychosis thing.
What you mean?
No, I'm joking. But I feel like for me, when I see niggas on the rock shit, they're too spiritual for me. You know what I mean? It's too much.
This guy's like,
they got beads when you go in their house.
Like they're
like, why I gotta brush this back?
Like it's to the point where like the bead is attached to them, like physically, like you know what I mean? Like it's on their neck, it's in their hair, it's on their fingers.
They be wearing the hippie pants,
on the
like loose joints.
Yo, my nigga, I'm telling you,
the shoe tie as a belt.
It's different lifestyle. It's a different overload, man. I don't know if I can handle the spiritual nigga.
That's a spiritual overload.
They be doing the drawing things that like, you know, Desi people do. What do they call those things?
Are some of those like for some people's religions?
Henna. They be having the henna on there.
That's what it's called?
Are they allowed to do that?
I think so. I've seen a whole bunch of people do it that really shouldn't be doing it.
I don't think.
So Rihanna has a whole tattoo?
Yeah. Like a whole bunch of people do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it looks cool, they do it.
Oh, I thought it was just like a religious thing.
I really thought that was. Like
I didn't know it was a fashion.
I don't
know.
know
It for fashion reasons.
It could be.
I seen Rihanna with it.
I remember seeing y'all them at my school used to be doing that all the time.
Yeah, I used to be like, it's a religious thing.
Girls would be showing them how to do it and everything.
Like I'm sure it has some sort of like, you know, religious meaning, but
I think it's a cultural thing. I don't think it's
or cultural meaning. But like there are people who aren't in that culture that say, "Oh, that looks cool."
do me too. I like that cultural thing. Let me put that
Let me
on.
appropriate that real quick.
Cultural appropriation.
I think that's kind of that's been one of the funniest things to learn about in life. At
Cultural
least,
appropriation.
yeah.
And gentrification.
Gentrification, it's like we see
Isn't
it.
gentrification more of like class? Not really a cultural thing?
No, yeah,
Because you try to gentrify like certain like areas.
yeah, so it's changing the culture of it. So like you can go to like a project,
Yeah, it's just trying to make it look.
take out the gun stores, take out the liquor stores,
Well, not really taking it out. You just
put
kind
it in
of.
schools.
Make
No,
it
they
look
have
nicer.
to take it out.
Make it look nicer.
Yeah, I was gonna say you make it look nice. That's the whole point of
No,
gentrification.
you have to remember Walmart sells guns, and Walmart's a nice place.
Yeah. You just got to pretty it up.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
If you make
Add
it
a
look
little bit of
neat,
color.
if you make it look neat, you can sell anything.
True
Yeah.
enough.
Like I went to this one weed store, somewhere near Hamilton,
Yeah.
and it just looked like it was like a fucking like a porcelain store, like it's just full of fancy glass, and I almost forgot that I was buying weed in there. Like it was weird.
It's like, did I walk into a China shop?
The nigga who was like there asking me for my.
Yeah, white gloves on and shit.
It was on some shit, bro. Like you walk and you see this big centerpiece and this crazy looking glass bong. I'm like, yo, where am I? Like, you guys sell kush here for sure? Like,
You was smoking weed from like one of those wooden joints, like the Sherlock Holmes.
no,
joint.
it had
That's
to be.
actually sick. Actually, I used to have
A robot and
It's
shit.
porcelain.
Actually, I used to have one of
Has a
those kind
fucking
of monocle.
monocle.
That's actually sick.
I have a look at one hitter right now. But I won't let us say that.
I can't lie. I remember I used to think the pipes were wicked. So you have to dump them.
Yo,
They look cool.
I had to clean my one hitter the other day. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, fuck this. This is definitely a one time thing.
It's not a tap.
I mean, with kush,
The gunk and all that.
Yeah,
is in
like-
it.
with kush, you
I
gotta
take one of them, you know them pins with the little colors on?
Yeah.
That's poking in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, it
Dig that up.
looks nice as a flex, but
Yeah.
to do the work to clean it, it's
Such a
annoying.
bitch.
Okay.
Someone should invent like an easy, clean, like.
No, they got the cleaners. It's just, it's still, there's no real way to
there's
do
no
it.
Because when you want to smoke your thing, it's like, fuck, I didn't know it was blocked to right now.
or you're too high and you're like, oh, I gotta clean it.
You gotta save that for future you for sure.
That's why I just stick to the spliff, man. It's easier.
Yo, the old school,
Same
bro.
Bear Kush though.
The classics.
With the spliff or
With
the
the
pipe?
one with the one hitter.
Nah, I'm not a one hitter, man.
One
hitter
hitter
was fun.
quitter.
One hitters just made me look like a crackhead.
One hitter was fun for a bit.
Nah, you don't go start with the one hitter.
Nah, just the. And then I'm done. Like,
yo,
And he got blown up.
That shit looks crazy.
I get it, but it's just like I don't know.
Like you remember the one hitter that North used to have, bro? That shit used to make me laugh so much.
Why?
It looked like a crackhead pipe, dog. It was so funny. Man, I put a little nug in there and just said, light it up and just one hit, dog. I'm done. I was like, yo, this is funny.
One hit, blow that out, get back to business,
I remember I
bro.
bought it. I used it once, so I'm like, yeah, nah, this is weird.
I used it a few times until mine broke, and I was like, yeah, I'm not buying the next one.
Yeah, if I bought mine like 2 weeks ago, so if it breaks,
That's it. All right.
Yeah.
And yo, the nug that you
Same
put in
bear
there,
kush, though.
it just makes you look, I don't know, man. I don't know. The kush they used to put in the one hitter makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Like it makes it look like you're like
You're
you have no
struggling.
kush, bro. Like you're
Struggling, bro.
nah, for me, it's
I got
like,
enough to put in the
I'm a
joint,
rollers
so I got
joint.
to one.
It literally,
Okay, so how I smoke
literally
though?
look like that,
Hold on. So how I smoke though is like, okay, I'll roll a spliff, I'll take like 3-4 pulls and put it down. So I'm like, and it still burns a little bit after. So it's just like, I'm wasting kush if I keep doing this.
I
Now
hear you.
I'm gonna relight it now, like in an hour, and take another 4 or 5
You're
pulls.
different still. Because I'll keep
how
toasting
Go whole
big,
thing
how
to your
big is the
face.
nug that you use?
In the one hitter?
Yeah, 'cause I know the one hitters I've been seeing like.
It's like a
like
point.
this,
it's like a
dog.
No,
one
it's bigger.
or
It's
point
bigger.
two.
It's bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
You think so? You're talking about a pipe?
I think it's actually nah. Maybe it's a pipe then, but I
You
don't
can
know.
hold like a small enough nug.
That can take more than one hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that- to me-
I can
to
take
me,
like
that sounds
3-4
like a
hits. Okay.
The
cool.
one hitters are like.
Oh, look. Oh, I can't know what you're
like
talking
you
about. Nah,
squeeze
nah,
the thing in there, and you're like, and you just
sounds
smoke it
hilarious.
one time like
Nah,
a
nah,
crackhead,
nah.
dog.
That's my understanding of the one hitter. You
Mine's a pipe. Mine's a pipe.
It sounds like you have a
Okay.
pipe. Yeah,
The pipe is cool, But the one hitter, yeah, as Nick said, it's like a struggle. It's a struggle
Shaking
thing.
your hands to get it in there.
It's like the people that do a little.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's like the people that do a
gotta
little
make sure
coke.
light
They
the
just
thing
go like
right.
that.
Yeah,
It's like that.
Yeah, it's funny because you have to actually make sure you're burning the thing at least not too much too.
You gotta keep your hands safe so it
So
doesn't
it's like,
fall
yo, let me
over.
just watch it so it's not burning off the whole thing. Like, let me just ignite it. Once you ignite it, you're like, and then you're done. You're like,
It's like you're taking crack.
Your fucking eyes drained on. It's like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
But I literally got Kush like second week of December, like the normal amount I usually get, and I just finished it like 2 days ago. So think about that. It lasted me a month with a pipe. But in a spliff,
thing is
that
with-
would have been like, we can have 2 weeks.
I hear you. I
You're
hear
all
you.
pinners.
I was gonna say,
I have to eat that too.
with like Kush, I feel like you can like really stretch it out in the sense of like you don't need to finish the whole spliff.
Yeah, but like, from you take a couple pulls, it
So,
keeps
'cause to me,
burning.
it sounds like
you relight it, it burns a little more. You know what I mean? You're
So it's
wasting
like
Kush. Think about it, bro.
Yeah, but aren't you doing the same thing with the one with the pipe?
Nah, because if I
Or you're
take,
just finishing that whole
if I
bowl?
fill
and
enough,
then
I finish the bowl. I might take
Oh.
another bowl, but then it's good. The rest of the cushion not being burnt, sitting right there.
Yeah. Okay,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
yeah.
Makes
I mean,
sense.
it does make sense. Like it's the same with bongs. You do save a lot more kush with bongs.
Bongs
but
just slap you.
your
Nah, I can't do
tolerance
bongs.
level, your tolerance level will fly through that fucking roof.
Yeah, that too. Because you're like shotgunning that.
Yeah, I remember the first time I did
never
a
understood how man.
gravity bong, nearly died.
What's the gravity? Like you run on the floor?
Nah, some next shit. Like the white kids showed me this shit. It was you have to use a bottle and you got to put it in a bucket. And I don't know how it worked, but you know, a regular bong, you the smoke sits at the bottom and you have to draw it up. This is like the smoke brews, and then like you remove the cap,
And
and
it
then
goes-
you have to catch
Oh,
it.
okay, I've done that before.
And then that shit flies up. I mean, pause, I was there trying to bring the fucking smoke up, thinking it was a bong, and I basically shotgunned it.
I know you yacked for sure.
My nigga, I almost coughed up a lung. I swear my life. The way I was coughing so fucking bad, and I was just like, I went to the kitchen. I started drinking from the pipe, bro. 'Cause I was coughing so much.
Niggas in desperation.
But it was funny because as I was coughing so much and drinking water from the pipe, and I didn't even notice I was getting fucking higher and higher.
Yeah, every time you cough.
Yeah.
Every cough.
And then by the time I finished drinking the water, because I'm fried as fuck
You're
now, and I'm
so-
drinking the water, I'm like, I'm in this loop, and I'm like, wait, hold up, why am I drinking the water still? And I fucking got up, and I'm like, yo, this is fucked. Like, I was so zooted on my mind, and these white kids talking about, all right, yo, we're gonna leave. I was like, yo, what?
It's like I gotta go home now.
I'm like,
I
yo,
need
you
to sit
guys-
down for a little
Yeah,
20
I'm like,
minutes.
yo, fam, literally, I was like, yo, you guys gonna let me like leave
Die?
a place like this? Like, I'm fried.
They're like, yeah, you're blessed.
And they're like, yeah, man, I gotta go. And I'm like, all right, man, yo, fuck. And I just,
The white boys just that's what they do. They're bongs and those gravity bongs. That's what they're all about,
they
bro.
go crazy, man.
All their other gadgets and devices. But on that note, Jason, you want to sign us out for today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what it is. You was listening to the Mossin podcast. Hiss your boy.